Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Stop spending time with the wrong people. Life is too short to spend time with people who suck the happiness out of you. If someone wants you in their life, they'll make room for you. You shouldn't have to fight for a spot. Never ever insist yourself to someone who continuously overlooks your worth. And remember, it's not the people that stand by your side when you're at your best, but the ones who stand beside you when you're at your worst that are your true friends. Stop trying to be someone you're not. One of the greatest challenges in life is being yourself in a world that's trying to make you like everyone else. Someone will always be prettier. Someone will always be smarter. Someone will always be younger. But they will never be you. Don't change so people will like you. Be yourself, and the right people will love the real you. Stop trying to hold on to the past. You cannot start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Stop being scared to make a mistake Doing something and getting it wrong is at least 10 times more productive than doing nothing. Every success has a trail of failures behind it, and every failure is leading towards success. You end up regretting the things you did not do far more than the things you did. Stop getting involved in relationships for the wrong reasons. Relationships must be chosen wisely. It is better to be alone than to be in bad company. There's no need to rush. If something is meant to be, it will happen at the right time, with the right person, and for the best reason. Stop rejecting new relationships just because old ones didn't work. In life, you'll realize that there's a purpose for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some will use you, and some will teach you. But most importantly, some will bring out the best in you. Stop trying to compensate against things that are not there. And stop trying to compete against everyone else. Don't worry about what others are doing better than you. Concentrate on beating your own records every day. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. I just have to repeat this. This warrants a repeat. Stop trying to compete against everyone else. Don't worry about what others are doing better than you. Concentrate on beating your own records every day. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. Life is too short to spend time with people who suck the happiness out of you. If someone wants you in their life, they'll make room for you. You shouldn't have to fight for a spot. Never, ever insist yourself to someone who continuously overlooks your worth. And remember, it's not the people that stand by your side when you're at your best, but the ones who stand beside you when you're at your worst, that are your true friends.
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people. Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, great people of God, children of light, members of the covenant community of Yahweh Yeshua. We welcome you. This is Radio Biafra International, of course, your power station. We are here live today, being the 9th day of this month of August 2020. And if you check your time in Biafra land, of course, it's about, 17 minutes after the hour of 7 p.m. in the evening. This is equally 70 minutes past the top of the hour in every part of this world. And we're coming to you today live. Yes, in continuation of the live program of yesterday. And we want to assure you this is your power station. We are here to empower the people. We will give you the most, important information. That is our work. We have not come to do any other thing, but again and again, the ultimate aim, the ultimate objective is to ensure, steady and onwards movement towards the restoration of our nation, Biafra. And we will continue to, pursue that goal no matter what, our enemies, what they are saying, or distract us, what they want to do. We are well focused on our goal. And so we urge you to come with us. Yes, stop giving reasons. Stop complaining. Stop even the backbiting. Yes, make sure you have your focus on the ball. Yes, the ball is the restoration of our own, freedom. We need to do it because we are special people. If you look through our history, you can, easily, and you don't need to stress yourself, very easily, glean from our history that we are a people very, very special before God. Yes, God created us that way. And so to whom much is given, much is expected. Before we go into the meat of today's matter, I want to say to you, we'll be going, with opening prayers. And I want to tell you, you can reach us. Yes, you can call us, and we will take your calls. Yes, don't get us wrong. You can call us any moment, and you will get through. I say this because many people have been asking, how can we reach Radio Biafra International? Remember, our lines are very clear. You can reach us on +1 786 352 8757. Yes, you can reach us on any of our numbers. Believe in me, we will take your call. 8757. So 1 +1 786 352 8757. If you're listening on our YouTube, you can see it on the YouTube. It's there being advertised. So you can use any of the number. Don't forget, we have equally our Skype. Yes, you can call us on our Skype. It's a very simple one, Radio Biafra International. You can reach us on our Skype, Radio Biafra International. And again, I want to warn, because sometimes they try to, of course, mimic. They try to imitate us. They want to cause confusion. But we have a signal tone. We have a very clear profile. You will see where it's written, RBI on air. And so if you call us on any of those, we will take your call. And we have our WhatsApp as well. Yes, you can reach us on our WhatsApp. It's very simple. +1 868 277 8327. Yes, +1 868 277 8327. You will need to call to make your contribution. We do not discriminate. I want to warn ahead of time. We allow everybody, including our enemies, to call us, because we believe we have to listen. Yes, we have to listen to our enemies. Do you understand what we mean? We have to listen. When they criticize us, it helps us to improve what we are doing. Whether you like it or not, I want to tell you, it takes two to tango. And so we will pass through the cross to get the crown. And we will, of course, incur the pain to get the gain. And this is what we will continue to do. It is here we empower our people with information. With me, a whole lot of people, I say to you, veterans and, of course, very committed, very dedicated people who are not paid. I want to be very emphatic on this. They do the work they do out of the abundance of what is in their heart. And so, if you ask me, we always honor these people. We respect them, we acknowledge them, and we encourage them to continue to do the needful. Because guess what? in our own palace, they said, whatever that will make the fish to be, in that round shape, it must be something, of course, human. It must be hand of a human being. And so, according to, this broken language, they said, a good soup, no money maker. And in this case, we want to say to you that things happen on BRM level, on RBI level. It's always good, yes, people of Biafra. And so you are one of them. If you want, yes, you can call us and make things happen. Educate us, yes, let us understand what's going on around your own place. If you're in Biafra land, it's your duty, yes, to call us, to enable us understand what's going around you or within your vicinity. Guess what? That's why we are a people of God, wonderful people, I have to say. But, something is always trying to make us look dirty. If it's not one hand that has touched the oil, it will be another one that has soiled its hand. And so, it's somehow or sometimes giving us that bad name. But I say to you, good people exist among our people. They continue to exist and will continue to, of course, acknowledge them. And so, lovers of freedom and justice, men and women of honor and integrity, we ask you to join us as we go into this broadcast. Before we do, like I said, we will have to take it from the prayers. Yes, let's take it from the prayers. Let's go to God in prayer. Let's pray. Father, we thank you. We glorify your holy name. We worship you because you are the Elohim Adonai. You are the creator, the maker of everything on this planet Earth, including everything that is visible and invisible. We ask that you continue to shape what we are doing. You continue to be with us. We are all children before you. We seek your support. We seek your direction. We worship you. We honor. We glorify. We will continue to do this, not even till the end of this planet Earth. We will do that. And so we ask you, come with us, be with us, give us all it takes in what we are doing, so that at the end of the tunnel, there will be light that will bring victory that will restore our people. All this we ask in the mighty name of God, we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, friends and well-wishers, lovers of freedom and justice, men and women of integrity and honor, wherever you are listening, especially if you're listening on Facebook. We want to ask you, go ahead and do that. Do the share our links and do party watch. Yes, go and share our links and do party watch. And guess what? You can send us your messages and we will check them live. Yes, we will check them live. Thank you very much for those who are, of course, giving us thumb up. We are saying to you, thank you in a very special way. We believe honestly and earnestly that, of course, to whom these good things are coming from, we wish these good things back. Yes, we say good things back to you, because the way you move is how your own dress will walk along with you. Guess what? No matter how you want to look at it, life is always complementary in nature. That's why it takes two to tango. It takes two to make a pair. It takes two to generate even electricity and the magnetic effect. It takes two. I am telling you this. It takes even two to make a baby. It takes two even to make any action, of course, worthwhile. It takes two to make a lot of time. And that's why we are on this platform saying to you, you come on Radio Biafra International, so that it will take two to tango here. We will recognize you. Call us anytime. We don't stop people from expressing what they have in mind. Yes, we only ask you, be very courteous. Yes, you can have a different view. Yes, divergent one indeed. We will accept that because what makes life thick is actually diversity. And so we recognize even among ourselves, among our people, there are different understanding and different perception. And so we are welcoming you as you join us. Yes, if you're on Facebook, like we said, please do a party watch. Do a party watch. That helps to get our messages to all nooks and cranny of this globe. And so we thank you for, of course, joining us and being part of this game, being part of this pursuit, being part of this, yes, divine movement. We have on our platform, let me go to our platform. We have a lot of our people seated right now, so I will be going to them, and I'm going to let me take it from Chuks Ikedigwe, our editor, the man who is prolific when it comes to writing pen, putting pen on paper. Is Chuks Ikedigwe. I will go to him, and he's going to come on. But Chuks, go ahead and let our people hear your voice. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother.
I'm using this opportunity to welcome our people, great Biafrans, great listeners, everybody out there, everybody that lost freedom. We are here once more, and this is your favorite radio station, Radio Biafran International, the station that empowers the people with the right information. So welcome once more. Today is a special broadcast, and it's a special day on the 9th of August 2020. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and you will remain blessed. Our station is different. Here we don't insult people. We don't talk on people. Here we talk with the people and telling them why we are heading into Biafran restoration. So that at the end of the day, and one important thing about Biafran, Radio Biafran International, that we recognize the fact that this struggle is a collective effort. It's not a one-man's gang. It's not a one-group gang. It's a collective effort, so that at the end of the day, Biafrans would have done what ought to be done, so that we all can look from where we are coming from and and tap ourselves in the shoulder and say we've done well. So I use this opportunity to welcome all of us. Let us do it well, so that at the end of the day, great, this would have been our portion. Thank you for having me. I remain behind now. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuks Ikedigwe. Thank you very, very much. And that is how it is. And I want to say to you, it's not just Chuks Ikedigwe. I must warn you. We have all the team, timber and caliber of our people here. Yes, I said timber and caliber. We have veterans among us. Yes, veterans who will, of course, who will be speaking. Let me call on our veteran. Yes, Ahame Flaukando, the man who have seen it, who, of course, I must be honest to you, who took the bullet, who took the pain from different angles, who, of course, has something to say. Yes, I was there when this happened. Yes, let me come to him. Go ahead, Mazi Ahame Flaukando. Thank you very much, and welcome to the program.
Mazi Anemena, the timber and caliber, the one-man army. We thank you. We thank God for you. For those of you who don't know about the Radio Biafra International, the success of it up to today hinges on this man, Mazi Anemena. I call him one-man army. My brother, I thank you. I respect you so much. When I remember the activities and all that you have been doing for Biafra, believe you me, I said, oh my God, you are in the category of Okokondem. I remember in those days, whenever we get up, maybe we're in the war front or so, we want to hear Okokondem. That man motivated us, especially those of us who are young men. They think we are infallible, the way we move. And well, thanks to God that we survived of the bullets that were flying around. You will see your friends dying and all those things. That's what we are doing today. For those of you who don't know, this Radio Biafra International is the radio Biafra, the radio station that is ready and directed. Our trajectory is to inform our people, not only our people, to inform the world. Because the war, 1967 to 1970, was a world war. Because it was a war that was fought on Biafrans by the whole of the world. The British, the French, even though French at the stage was about to recognize us after what was going on, but as usual, the British went and stopped everything, and here we go. This is the Arab world, all of them, Russia, every one of them contributed to fighting Biafra. But as tenacious as we were able to survive them for 3 years. Ended. The most important thing, once we are together, no power, I repeat, no power can defeat us. And that's why for me, my vision, my objective, I'm praying to God that the former Eastern region, we were one until the Fulanis came and bribed everybody, people who really they didn't know what was going on. They accepted and fought their own brothers and sisters. We're saying this because our radio station is to inform and educate our people. That's all we are in for. All the other agitating groups, whatever they're fighting for, that is fine. We believe that the factions, small bits here, will add up to the whole. That's what it is all about. That's what we are doing. Every of our message is based on the fact that we want to give you the information. It is important you understand who you are. Because when you understand who you are, it will be difficult for the Fulanis to come and bribe you. Just like most of our leaders are there converting themselves from Christianity to the Muslim religion, which is a shame. But by the time we finish with our broadcast, as it continues, they will know that they have made a fool of themselves. We are determined. This is a group, Radio Biafra International and BRM. We are determined to change the narrative of what they used during the war to subvert us. It's never going to happen again. So I'm telling and thanking members of the panel for today. Mazi Kedigwe, the young man who is really prolific. I like working with him. I see what he is doing. He's really representing us in the homeland, and we'll continue supporting him in what he's doing. And other members of the panel for today, you all know what we are supposed to do, and that we must continue to do. And please spread the word. Let the youths, my concern is the youths. They have to know who we are. What is our objective? We're not going, we're using our brain now. Yes, the Fulanese have taken over the whole land, but very soon it's going to turn around because we are using our brain. That's our mission, and we are fearless. We are not about to be changing our names to hide for anything. Anytime anybody confronts me, well, let's talk. That's mine. If you write yours, I write. If you want us to do whatever we have to do, then we have to do it. This is the kind of spirit we want our children to know. I don't believe in dodging and ducking. For those of you who know me, okay, my name remains Ahamefula Okando from now till the kingdom come. Anywhere, both my elementary school, secondary school, higher school, my first degree, my second degree, and getting down to the doctorate degree. My documents still read the same name. I never change my name because I believe in telling the truth at all times. I stand for the truth, and that's all. That's how I was brought up. So when I see things that happen these days with our children, I say, well, I don't blame them because they did not have the kind of environment that we had when we were growing up, unfortunately. So that's why I have taken it upon myself to focus on really telling these children, telling the youths what they are supposed to do. I don't have any other business to do right now. That's my own job. Thank you again, Mazda and Emena. Thank you for members of the panel. I repeat, I am looking forward to a wonderful day. I can see the strength that has been put in this our broadcast. God bless each and every one of you. A bit Ahamefla Okando.
Thank you, the veteran himself, Ahamefla Okando. This is a woman who has been consistent. I have to be honest to you. He has been consistent from day one, and he has been fighting the fight, and he believes so strongly that this fight must be won before him. And we ask God to continue to strengthen him and, of course, make him the symbol of this particular fight. Let me come to our other brothers and sisters on the panel. Ichediko Chinawata is there. Let's come to him. Ichediko Chinawata, go ahead and let's hear your voice. People are waiting. Go ahead. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother Naaman. It is a gratifying feeling to see around the familiar faces and familiar tones and voices of the analysts we have, and know that Biafrans are going to be excited. They are going to be actually informed properly. Now we all know that the flags are ready to fly. The balloons are ready to be released. It is a wonderful time. Even though the Fulani and the Caliphate and their sponsors are encircling our people, it is a good day that our people will be able to know that, yes, we are encircled, we have an undying spirit and determination to free our people. The flag of Biafra will fly. The balloons of celebrations will be released. People are going to know that God Almighty do exist, because in God we trust, and in God we have taken refuge, and we know that with him no powers will be able to subdue and suppress the emancipation of sovereign state of Biafra. So to you, my brother Nemene, I thank you again, and I thank my co-panelists, and I am very, 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 very pleased that Biafrans are going to receive the warm and wonderful message of restoration. Thank you again, my brother Nemene. Uchinawata is standing by.
Thank you, Ochinawata, Ichedike himself. This is one man, I can tell you honestly, I call him a go-getter. It's, if you like, a silent cannon. Once that is released, you'll become very, very surprised of what you are going to get. Ochinawata is a very, very wonderful, fine, yes, Biafran, who is very intelligent. I have to say that to you. And so he's working, yes, assiduously. I must add, he's working assiduously to ensure that, yes, what will be, of course. God is in his infinite mercy very, very, very kind to our people. We have all kind of people you can imagine. And so we thank them. And I will go to the last on the panel this evening, but not the last. I want to say is a woman of many character, a woman of many parts. In fact, if you ask me, she's not just, you might call her a woman, but she's more than a woman. I have to be honest to you. If you want, try her. She is no other person than Ozioma. Ozioma, go ahead. I want them to hear your voice. Thank you and welcome to this broadcast, Ozioma.
I'm on. Hey.
Yes, you're on your live on the radio. Yes, go ahead.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, lovers of freedom, lovers of justice, fairness, equity, lovers of God, those who fear God and live by God's rules and policies. Thank you for listening to Radio Biafra International. This is a God-ordained station. It has been through trials and tribulations, but we continue to march because God said so. And the same is for Biafra. We will continue to march until Biafra is realized. We will wish that all other agitation groups will coalesce and put their heads together for one single purpose of realizing Biafra. Everyone who calls themselves a freedom fighter should put their personal interests aside and focus on the interests of the people that are being oppressed and enslaved, the poor, the widow, the less fortunate. These are people that are God's heart. So let us all work together to free our people. The bondage is gone to a higher extreme, but nothing is impossible to God. He said that his word will not come to him void. It will accomplish what it's sent out to do. So Biafra is here to stay. It doesn't matter how long it takes, we will continue marching until we are free. Because once we are free, we can do a lot to help other people. So for those of you that are listening, all these messages we're sending is to free your mind. It's for mental freedom. Because once your mind is free, you can think clearly and you can see clearly. So let us all continue to move forward. Let us all continue to walk in God's plan for Biafra. Let us align ourselves with God's will so that we can all establish and be one day rejoice and let the balloons fly all over like Maz Chinawata said. I love that. So let us all work together to achieve our common goal of Biafra restoration and one day rejoicing that Biafra is here for real. This is Ozioma, and I thank every one of the wonderful studios, panelists, and everyone that has a hand in making this possible, especially our super engineer, our God-sent engineer, Mazia Nemene, for being the orchestrator of all of this. So we thank you all, and get your friends, your enemies, let them tune on to Radio Biafra International. You have different avenues you can listen. So let us all listen here and be a people of one single purpose of realizing Biafra. Thank you all, and I will stand by.
Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you very, very much. This is one person I can tell you is more than a sister. She's a mother, don't get me wrong. She's a mother as well. And she is one, if you like, one person that will tell you how God loves our people. And she has been manifesting that in all she does for our people. And so you can always rely on her as a very, very trustable, very, very reliable person. And so thank you, Ozioma. All these people, wonderful people, they have been with us. They have continually, been on this job to make sure, yes, your freedom and our freedom, the freedom of our children, generations yet unborn, is of course realized, achieved in no distant time. We will continue to do what we're doing. Guess what? We do not discriminate. I have to emphasize this. And so anybody can call us, even if you decide to tag yourself an enemy. We don't have enemy. We have only one enemy. And that enemy is that enemy that says our freedom will not be ours. Yes, that's the only enemy we have. And so if you like, you can call us, like I said earlier, +1 786 352 8757. You call us, we take your call. You can take part in this discussion. We will be having, we will be having discussion. Yes, you can call us to take part in it. So we don't discriminate. We allow everyone, like Chooks Ikedigwe said, Here on RBI, we talk with people. We talk with people. We listen to them and we hear them out. We allow you to express your own opinion. Yes, you are entitled to it. We well have to respect that. That's the way it is. We do not insult people. And then you can reach us on +44 2921 286541. Yes, +44 2921 286541. You can call us on that number as well. We will take your call. And don't forget, our WhatsApp remains 1+1 868 277 8327. Yes, +1 868 277 8327. Yes, and our Skype is always open during broadcast. Yes, it's always open to take your calls. Yes, this one is free of charge. In fact, if you cannot, the other ones, yes, especially the first two numbers, yes, you may be asked to pay, except if you're calling from a landline, you're in United States of America or UK, you may not pay so much money. But again, I have to make it abundantly clear. Yes, it's a paid line, so you have to call. But if you do not want to expend any money, yes, the Skype is there. All you need to do, just go search for Radio Biafra International. And I want to use this opportunity to say to all those who are sending us, acceptance, connect messages on RBI. We do not connect. We do not accept that. Just call us. We'll take your call. We do, because if we start accepting, I mean, I have what I'm looking at here now is more than 20 something within the week, and so it's difficult. I mean, I can call their names, some are numbers. David John, if you're there, yes. Honora Clement, Magnus. Okay, I know Magnus. Okay, Nobu Nwobodo, and Akafe Bere Sam, Kinsley Wachuku, Naimeka Loshus, Chuku Eze Kinsley, Melek Olam, Opera Nicholas, Samuel Akuma, Napoleon Onovo, Ifeanyi Stanley, Bright, see a warm or something of that nature, and some other ones I cannot see. Negales Stanley, a whole lot of people I cannot finish. Augustine Umemwa, Kasarachi, Okoro, and Emmanuel, and so many other people. Some are numbers. What I'm trying to say here is that we do not accept that. So if you want, you can just call us during broadcasts like this, and we'll take your call and bring you to this channel to allow you to express your opinion that is very unique to you, that we must have to, of course, accept and acknowledge. We respect every individual, no matter your height, your class, or your your perception of life and our struggle. We want to respect each and every one of you. And so, yes, join us as we go on to dole out what we have on today's occasion. We will be going to our panelists in discussing these issues, and we want you to join us by telling us, in fact, your own, yes, what you think. We want you to tell us what you think, and that's why we're giving you all these numbers. Call us and tell us what you think. Let's take this interlude. When we come back, we will launch our discussion. Yes, we will launch our discussion. We will take a very, very quick, yes, interlude, and we will leave you with this message.
In 1965, the Sokoto Caliphate of the Nigerian federal government of Malam Abubakar Tafawa Balewa subverted the Yoruba and made them engage in an internecine war in which they slaughtered themselves in large numbers and burnt down whole communities in what they called Operation Weti. The Caliphate had also imprisoned Chief Awolowo, the leader of the Yoruba, and thrown Yoruba land into anarchy. The Igbo were horrified. Then, the premier of Eastern region, Dr. Emmanuel Bara, sent help to rescue the West from the Caliphate. Mazi Okono, an Igbo man, was broadcasting the authentic results of the Western region election from under the table in Awolowo's house as the Hausa Fulani and their ally, S.L. Akintola, were announcing fake results, slaughtering Yoruba men and women, and destroying Yoruba land. This eventually led to the coup of January 15, 1966, whose goal was to release Awolowo from prison and install him Prime Minister of Nigeria. The Yoruba joined the Hausa Fulani in dubbing it an Igbo coup, though Major Adewale Ademoyiga, a full-blooded Yoruba officer, confessed that he was one of the 5 majors who planned and executed the coup, and that their goal was to release Awolowo from Calabar prison and install him as the Prime Minister of Nigeria. Ojukwu released Awolowo from Calabar prison. On getting home, Awolowo declared his support for the Abri Agreement, one of whose clauses was that northern soldiers occupying Western region must return to their homeland in northern Nigeria. Awolowo then issued this famous statement, quote, "If the Eastern region is allowed by acts of omission or commission to secede from or opt out of Nigeria, then the Western region and Lagos must also stay out of the Federation," end quote. Northern Nigerian soldiers refused to leave Western Nigeria. Awolowo, who was saved by the Igbo, formed alliance with the Hausa Fulani, who had been killing his people and occupying their land, and in one of the most dastardly acts in history, urged his Yoruba people to join the Hausa Fulani in slaughtering thousands of Igbo and other people of Eastern region living in Western Nigeria. In 1983, the Sokoto Caliphate and the Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchy organized a coup to topple the government of Shehu Shagari. Umaru Diko, Minister of Transport in Shagari's government, later revealed that the only reason they planned and executed the coup was to make sure that Alex Ekwueme, then Vice President of Nigeria, will not become the President of Nigeria after the termination of Shehu Shagari's second term as president. Buhari and the Sokoto Caliphate dumped Ekwueme in Kirikiri prison, Lagos, and sent Shehu Shagari to his home in Shagari village, Sokoto. When Ibrahim Babangida the Snake annulled the election of Abiola as president of Nigeria, Ndi Igbo were in the forefront of fighting for the restoration of Abiola's mandate. When Abiola thought that he had finally concluded his secret treaty with the Caliphate and the Hausa Fulani, he immediately told Ndi Igbo that he did not need the Igbo to be president of Nigeria. The Igbo licked their wounds and shut their mouths. When the Hausa Fulani and other northerners fell on the Igbo and slaughtered 100,000 Igbo and other Easterners living in northern Nigeria between May and October 1966, what did the Yoruba do? They sent Yoruba Obas to tour northern Nigeria and thanked the northern emirs for not killing the Yoruba when they were slaughtering the Igbo and their kin from the eastern region. There are literally scores of examples of bad faith, treachery, and cowardly exploitation of the Igbo and other Easterners by the Hausa Fulani and Yoruba. Anyone with common sense, not high sense, should know never, 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 ever to trust the Hausa Fulani and the Yoruba in discussions, in negotiations, in treaties. Never ever trust their public declaration and pledges of loyalty. Once the chips are down, they will sell you down the river. The Igbo and their kin in Eastern region must realize that the only agenda of the Hausa Fulani Yoruba is to dominate you, exploit and use your resources for their benefit, and enslave all you people of Eastern region Biafra. The only survival strategy for the Igbo and their kin in Eastern region is to fight back aggressively, to push back as fiercely as ever against this evil plan. Unless you push back ever so aggressively, then you all will be enslaved. A bully responds to nothing other than aggressive counterattack. You have been complaining about resource control. We ask you just one question. If this oil and gas were to be located in Sokoto, Katsina, Kano, or Meduguri, all of you from Eastern region will be begging for the issuance of visa from Arewa country to travel to Kano, to Jos, to Meduguri, to Katsina, to Bauchi, and even to Makodi. Ndị Igbo, onye mara asụ, ya sụọ n'odo, onye amaghị asụ, ya sụọ n'ala.
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Yes, you're back, and this is Radio Biafra International, of course, your power station here, empowering the people. We want to believe you listen to that very quick reminder of what's going on, that it did not start today. Yes, what's going on did not start today. And let me start this way with a news saying, and that tells you because this is very, 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 very interesting. Listen very carefully. Gunman kills Obiano's aide on security. Assailant on Sunday stormed the residence of Mr. Azubike Ekwebalo, the senior special assistant to Governor Willie Obiano on security, leaving him dead after allegedly stabbing him with a kitchen knife. It was gathered the incident occurred early hours of Sunday, that's today, at his residence at the Commissioner's Quarters, Oka, a highbrow area for government officials. An eyewitness said the late Ekwebalo, who hails from Obunike in Oyi local government area of Anambra State, was a close relation to the wife of the governor. He was murdered by unknown gunmen last night at the Commissioner's Quarters, Oka. This is barbaric. May his soul rest in peace. Security operatives must do all that is possible to bring the killers to justice. The source said. Spokesman of the police command in the state, SP Haruna Mohammed, said one suspect who was seen in the premises had been arrested on August 9th, 2020 at about 1:30 a.m. There was a report of an alleged murder of one Azubike Ekwebalo, aged 43 years, native of Obunike in Oyi local government, but resident at the Commissioner's Quarters, Oka. Following the report, police detectives attached to B Division Oka, led by the DPO CSP Emma Obuanya, visited the scene and rushed the victim, who was found in a pool of blood, to the COOUT Oka for medical attention. He was certified dead by the medical doctor on arrival, while his corpse was deposited at the hospital mortuary for autopsy, he noted. Mohammed said a careful observation on the deceased's body revealed stab wounds, while a blood-stained kitchen knife was also recovered as exhibit at the scene. Consequently, one suspect who allegedly was in the premises has been arrested, and the case is under investigation to unravel the circumstances surrounding the incident, he stated. This was about, yes, a man who works with Governor Obiano, a special assistant on security matters. And so Mr. Azubike Ekwebalo, and I will be going to our panelists for them to look at that. And why I'm saying this is because it's the same governor. You know, the Fulani, he was stabbed. I don't want to, make it look like, but he was stabbed, and then it's a security on a security level and related to the wife of the governor and from Obunike, and on a Sunday, he was stabbed. That tells you about the security, and he lives not in the face me, I face you quarters. He lives in the commissioner's quarters. I want you to understand. Why I'm saying this is that some people have good insight of that quarters. Yes, let's go to our panelists and hear what they have to say. When the Fulanis are the ones being the security in the commissioner's quarters, don't get me wrong. Yes, they have unrestricted access. Sometimes I had cows were seen in that quarters. I do not because you see, when they begin to tell you we are all friends and they accept the Fulanis and yield themselves to all this nonsense, this is how you get the response. Let's go to our panelists. And I come to you, Mazi Ahmed Fulkando. I have to come to you first. Ahmed, go ahead and let us understand exactly what you think, how you feel about this situation. Go ahead. Thank you. Mazi Ahmed Fulkando, I hope you're there. Go ahead and let's hear what you think about this situation. What happened in Oka precisely in the government cycle. Yes, go ahead and let's hear what you have to say. Mazi Ahmed Fulkando, I hope you are not too distant from our voice. Yes, go ahead, Ahmed Fla. Okay, it seems I can get Ahmed Fla and I can get hold of him. Let's go to Mazi Chuks Ikedigwe. Chuks, I hope you can hear me. Go ahead and let's hear your.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Mazi Ahmed, I can hear you. Just confirm you can hear me very loud and clear.
Very clear, yes, very, very loud and clear. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. If you, I'll be very brief with analyzing this news because it goes down to just one thing. It goes down to just insecurity in the land. Everywhere since Buhari took over is about insecurity. Not that there's not been insecurity before, but it has become a very frightening situation all over the world. People are dying, people are being murdered, the security operators are not doing anything. All they do is to harass innocent people, arrest them, extort them, and murder people those who are criminals. The security stations are not going after them. Everywhere has been taken over by the terrorist regime of Buhari, and that's why there's so many murders, even to the extent of murdering people in the government house. Yes, it doesn't happen every other time. That should keep all of us thinking, where are we headed to? And where are we headed to? We're headed to a very bad situation. And the only thing that can save us is for us to fight collectively for Biafra so that we can be able to take care of our destinies and control our life and future and that of our children unborn. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Chuksi Kedigwe. Thank you very, very much. And I welcome to you, Mazi Ahmed Fulkando. I don't know if you're there now. Mazi Ahmed Fulkando, go ahead and let's hear your own thoughts on this issue about crime in government quarters in Oka. Go ahead, Mazi Ahmed Fulkando.
Yeah, Mazi Ahmed. Just like what Mazi Ikedibe just said right now, the insecurity in the nation is so real, and that's why we will constantly let our people know. You all know that before now, so much of the information that the people are supposed to know are hidden from the people. The newsmen who are supposed to provide the information for people to make decisions have been so bought that they are afraid to tell the truth. This has given rise to the level of insecurity in the nation. We talk about the people who are the servicemen, who are supposed to be doing their job. It's either they are afraid or they have been bribed not to tell the truth. All these things culminate to what we are talking about the Islamization agenda, the Fulani agenda, all combined to what they want insecurity to be around, and that's how they continuously will rule. But we're not going to give them that option to enjoy it, okay? But we cannot do this until we provide the necessary information that will make everybody, every child, to know what has happened centuries ago up till today. The two main groups of people who have brought tears to our people, the Fulanese and the British. I must continuously say this because it's a fact. Let us say, all right, the British, they came and brought Christianity to us. Their Christianity was a semblance of what we have in our traditional religion. Okay, our traditional religion is very, very sophisticated. Even when the British came, they saw the nature of our religion and they admired it. Our people are very peaceful people. We have been peaceful all along. Yes, let's forget about some of the traditional things that are being done, like sacrifices, say like twins. In those days, when somebody gives birth to twins, those twins are thought to be evil, and they are going to be thrown away in the evil forest. Those that the British came and at least they helped to stop that. The British came, they helped in providing us some certain things, say like the educational system. Our educational system before the British came is not as sophisticated, but we don't know because we have the insipidity, we have our educational system, our people are very smart. Even the British themselves reported that they have never seen a set of people so brilliant, so smart, so spiritual, so strong, hardworking people. And they ended it up by saying, you don't even have prostitution in our communities in those days, that everybody is fully engaged and employed. So this will tell you the caliber of people they came and met and the people of the former Eastern region, and that went beyond. But tactically they said no. If they allow these people to continue the way they are continuing, that they will not have the chance of dominating them and taking over their resources, taking over their land, and taking over everything that belongs to them. So it was a very tactful thing. Even the first British people that came, after seeing this, they went back and wrote, gave a recommendation to the British government that for them to effectively take over these countries, this place where they have black people who circumcise their children on the 8th day, which is only done by the people from Israel. All right, they said that these are special people, and for them to have control over us, what will they do? Change their language, change their spirituality. That's how the Christianity came to be, and they wrote the Bible. So all these things are important for us to be able to defeat these Fulani people who are still in our midst. So I tell the youth, don't even worry about them. Do what you have to do, because we are doing brain work now. We are not going to allow them, give them the pleasure, because after the developments we had since after 1970, okay, they are envious, they are angry that, oh my God, because they had told their people that they have killed off all the Igbos, they have killed off all the former Eastern region people, and so on and so on. But they came and saw developments more than they have ever done. That's why we have to make sure that the fraudulently written constitution has to be changed, because these people are holding us back. They are really, really holding us back. So we have to work in unison to be able to defeat them. All right? Everything you are saying, the things are the things they are doing by bribing our leaders and so on, like some of these governors you see, like Imo State, the governor, and the many of the other ones. They know themselves. We know them, but we are keeping quiet. The important thing is to educate our people, the youth, so that they will be prepared to do what they have to do. Let me leave it at that, Mazi Emena.
Yes.
All we know is that the security level in the country is a shame to air from the head down to the bottom. Thank you very much, Mazi Emena.
Thank you, thank you. The security level, of course, is nothing to write home about. And on the next news, Southern Kaduna killings, coalition seeks parade of arrested suspects. A coalition of civil society groups, Southern Kaduna Indigenous Peace Practitioners, SOKIKEP, has called for the immediate parade and prosecution of suspects arrested in connection with the killings in the southern part of Kaduna State. The coalition also lauded the effort of the military for the number of arrests made so far in the attacks. The civil society groups, in a statement by its coordinator, Reverend Dauda Fadia, appealed to the military to hand over the suspected militia members in their custody to the police for immediate parade and prosecution. The statement enjoined the locals to always provide genuine and credible information to the troops deployed in the area, stressing that the security personnel were finding it difficult to determine the genuine and the false alarms, a situation they said was not helping the effort of the security outfit in the area. Reverend Fadia explained, "We observed with dismay that sometimes the military promptly respond to information given to them by our people only to realize the information was false. This is counterproductive and not healthy for a people that want the security agencies to nib the crisis in their domain in the bud." The statement noted that the military was doing a lot and should be encouraged rather than blaming them for the once intractable crisis. The statement noted, "We at SOKIPEP note with sadness the remark made by some women protesters recently, where they reportedly linked the military personnel working in the area to the crisis. The group appreciated the right of the women to protest and also expressed their grief and emotions, but stated clearly that the military should not be drawn into the Southern Kaduna crisis. The group explained that its members, who are mostly from Southern Kaduna Vigilante, are working closely with the security outfits on patrol and intelligence gathering, intelligence gathering in the area." It added, "Our members constitute most of the vigilante members and cut across the entire Southern Kaduna. We have been working closely with the military on patrol and sharing intelligence, which have greatly reduced the number of attacks and even casualties. We are also aware they have prevented some attacks." The group appealed to the people of the Southern Kaduna to remain peaceful and law-abiding by giving timely and credible information to the military and other security agencies. And let's come to you, Mazi Ichedike Ochinawata. I want to come to you because what's going on, even recently we had that different people are donating. They are donating monies, some items to the Kaduna people. And we're wondering how this could be happening when a man called, Buhari, according to them, a retired major general, according to them, and he said when he's given power, he's going to stop Boko Haram, he's going to stop corruption, he's going to improve the economy, and so many other things he said. And among all this, all of them has gone from what it used to be to a worse position. And this is Kaduna, of course, burning every day. And just day before yesterday, there were some people who were killed. I can't remember the number. But let's come to you, Ichedike Ochinawata. El-Rufai, remember the man who promised the people who were coming to monitor the election that they will go in bags, body bags, And this is the man who paid some, according to him, foreign Fulanis who were complaining that their cattle were whatever, and he paid them, bought some new guns for them. This is the man, is the governor of Kaduna. So go ahead and tell us what you think. Thank you very much.
Hello, can you hear me? This is
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, Ochinawata. Go ahead.
Very well, very well. The thing is this. If you look around the entire sub-West African region, one thing remains constant. There is a common denominator of Fulani people terrorizing people, killing people, and trying to displace people and take their land, whether they like it or not. If you go to Chad, it's the same thing. You go to Niger Republic, it's the same thing. You go to Mali, it's the same thing. You go to Burkina Faso, it's the same thing. You go to Ghana, northern part of Ghana, it's the same thing. You go to Togo, it's the same thing. You come to Nigeria, it's the same thing. You go to Central African Republic, it's the same thing. You go to Senegal, it's the same thing. You go to Mauritania, it's the same thing. And when you think about the preponderance of these people's activities and terror on the people, you will know that something is amiss. So if our people are sitting down and thinking, oh, one Nigeria, we are going to basically restructure Nigeria and every region can be by themselves and everybody, we will then enjoy it and all the radio, things will be fine. They are sadly, my brother Nemena, they are sadly mistaken. These people are not interested in making peace. You cannot appease these people. There is no appeasement. You cannot basically make them go quietly or maybe go easy on you. They are not interested. They are interested in your land. They are interested in your money. They are interested in your women. And these are the three factors that drive the Fulani and makes them bloodhound that goes around and killing people and taking their land. Ask yourself a question. 1970, 1975, 1980, are things this bad? Are things this very, very bad in Nigeria? So what makes you think that 2030 or 2040 that things are going to be okay? What makes you think that 2080 that things are going to be all right? When in fact you know that you are going to bequeath death and destruction to your posterity and your children yet unborn. It is on your own head that these things will rest. You cannot allow your children to inherit this danger. You cannot allow your children to be able to solve the problem you cannot solve. It is undone on you to be able to rise up and say, no, we are going to protest. We are going to basically register our protest, even if the world understand it or not. We understand. I say, we know where it is hurting because we are the one wearing the shoes. So if we say no to Nigeria, if we say no to Fulani, if we say yes to Biafra, we are not mistaken. If we say we are going to fly the flag of Biafra, we are going to basically stand on that and nothing else, the world will come and meet us in Biafra. But if we have Lily-Livered and all these men and women who prostrate and basically beg the Fulanis to give them their own money, because the money that they use in buying our people belongs to our people, but they have not been able to figure that out and know that, yes, you cannot use what belongs to me to influence me or to buy me over. and then I'm going to turn around and sell the future of my children and children's children. Everybody positing one Nigeria has to go on and read Nigerian Constitution. We have said it in this forum over and over, and we have said it time without number that our people cannot and will not. I don't know what happened. A simple empathy we don't share, we don't have it. We are thinking that it's because it's called Northern Kaduna, it is called Southern Kaduna, it is called the northwestern part of Nigeria or northeastern part of Nigeria, that we are not involved, that it is not part of us, that is not affecting us. It is affecting us because, one, ask yourself a question. Why would the police go on and arrest the people who are protesting that they are being killed, instead of apprehending and prosecuting the criminal elements who are actually committing murder and killing people? Now, Nigerians cannot understand it, and what they will say is that something is going on. You know what is going on. You know there is an agenda. You know there is Fulanization agenda. You know there is a Fulanization agenda and Islamic agenda for Nigeria. You know that. You know that when Nigeria became one of the OIC. You know that when they fired or maybe removed the Chief Justice of Nigeria and replaced him with a Muslim Fulani that has no education. You know all this thing that is going on. But money has shut you up. As Professor Amos famously said, when you are eating, you will not talk. Money has shut you down. You cannot speak now because you are interested in wealth. You are interested in money, and you think if you have the money, you're going to buy your land, you're going to buy a foreign passport for your children and children's children. But I tell you what, coronavirus now has shut that door. So you either now realize that the money you have accumulated has no meaning. Because if you think you are going to basically migrate to a foreign land, hey, now, because one, you cannot even find a country to accept you. To really settle down and deal with the politics of these marauders and these killers who are using your money to bribe you and buy their way into your hearts and minds. So, my brother and Emin, it is a tragedy. It is a tragedy of a highest proportion. But then if we have empathy, we should be able to know that what is happening in Southern Kaduna is not going to take long before it starts happening in Enugu. Oh, wait, Enugu is going to be a bloodbath. It is not just there. You go to Aba, you go to Umahia, you go to Owerri, you go to all Luke and Kenny of Biafra land. Biafra land is the price. That is what they want to conquer. If they conquer Biafra land, Yorubas will basically immediately kneel down to Allah and shake down to Allah and say, forget it. We don't even believe in Christianity anyway. So, but Christianity that has come to Nigeria and has actually landed and stayed firmly in Igbo land is being uprooted from those who are basically, who are standing on the sideline. You know, in the NFL in America, there's what we call the line of scrimmage. You see, the middle belt of Nigeria is the line of scrimmage between us and these marauders. So if they cross that line of scrimmage, yes, Biafra land will be overrun. So whether our people like it or not, they better start getting ready. They better start getting prepared. They better get ready because the war is being brought to you. It is not about, I don't want war. It's not about what you want. It's about what they want. You are going to sit and wait and allow them to kill you and then take your women and take your land. If you do that, it is shame on you because God has given you the intellect and the ability to save yourself. if God is saving you. And Radio Biafra International is bringing this news and telling you what is coming and warning you about what you should do and giving you strategy of what you should do. And you are sitting down talking about Igbo president, talking about it's going to be better, talking about restructuring. You are mistaken, to say it mildly. My brother Nemene, our people have been told, our people have been warned that there's time for everything. This is time now to look for Biafra. Thank you again, my brother Nemene, for having me. Ochinawata is standing by.
Yes, thank you very, very much, Ochinawata. Of course, you have expressed yourself with respect to this particular issue. Let's come to you, our dear sister Ozioma. Ozioma, go ahead and let's hear what you have to say. Kaduna has been a boiling point. A lot has been going on. The people at the center is the Christians. I don't know why, but we do know that the Fulani is the Janjaweed. Of course, the Islamic people, they're the ones doing that. Once Trump said Buhari should stop killing of the Christians, I don't know what he has made of that, if you like, that advice from the President of the United States of America. Go ahead and tell us how you feel about all these killings, all this massacre of innocent people who have not done anything other than their fate and their position.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Mazi and Emin, and I thank the fellow panelists. They have given a lot of light to what is going on. And the only thing I will say is that the problem of insecurity is a multi-issue problem. I mean, President Buhari came in saying he will make some changes, stop corruption, and all those things he said he will do went plunging downhill so fast. And then he became the sponsor of the Fulani Islamic jihadists that are actually causing all this terror in Nigeria But the one we're concerned of is that they are now in Biafra land, which should be a no-no zone for them. But because we have people who prefer to have the money, you know, it's like somebody came to your house, closed your bank account, and turned around and said, here's $20. Let me give it to you so you can work for me. And they have sold their soul to the devil. That's what I call it. So with that, they have allegiance to Buhari and his administration and his agents, leaving the people of God, the poor souls of God, wanting for security, wanting for provision, wanting for the necessities of life. But, you know, what they don't know is that God is behind Biafra, and Biafra will come to light at the appointed time. And what I will say to our people, you guys need to open your eyes. Well, they call it the sense. Open your sixth sense and know what is going on around you. The broadcast we heard said that when a bully is attacking you, you don't lay down and apologize and they will kill you. So now, instead of us charging forward, we are retreating, begging them to stop. And then the ones that are orchestrating it have their military and the police. They're all in cahoots. The sooner we all know that and figure that out, the better we know the plan to use, so that you all know that you're on your own. And the only person you can trust is God. All these people, all the governors, all that are not paying people that have worked for 2-3 months, And they're all still going to work. I don't understand it. It doesn't compute at all. The Judgment Day is coming. It's like they put all the police in our area in the eastern region, especially in Biafra, in the Igbos, to extort all the money from us. And here they are. Kaduna has only 30 policemen to guard. What did they say? Was it 100 villages or whatever? How many villages there are? So they are putting army and police in Biafra area that is peaceful and quiet, leaving the north that is engulfed with the terrorists to languish. But we know that we will continue to fight back, and we will continue to put one step in front of the other until Biafra comes. And I don't know the time it will come, but Biafra will be here. That we know, because it's a spiritual battle. Biafra is a movement. Movements don't die. They will continue moving until you achieve the goal. So I thank you all for having me on this to put my 10 cents worth in it. I thank you, Mazi and Emin, and I thank all my fellow panelists that have done a marvelous job in this discourse. Thank you, and I will stand by. This is Ozioma Eme.
Thank you very much, Ozioma Eme, of course, for your own input. And I do want to say, yes, Kaduna is something we have to pay very, very good attention to. Why is it, you may have to ask? Is simply because they are Christians, and they are like a bastion. Yes, because if you don't understand what's going on, by the time they finish dealing with Kaduna people and the Benue people, they are coming fully, yes, with full force to destroy our people. And so we have to be very, very interested in what's going on there, and we need to show our support. We need to show our support. Let me come to you, Mazi Chuks Ikerigwe. Chuks, you are there. How will you put this, if you like, theater of massacre, of pogrom going on in this southern Kaduna? Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my host, thank you once more. I must say something. One thing is very clear here. The only recipe, the only solution to this is for the southern Kaduna, the Christians there, to arm themselves in such a way that they are capable of defending themselves. In absence of any self-defense, these people are they've been sentenced to death. They've been sentenced to death and they are dying. Telling the army to parade the people arrested and hand them over to the police will not solve any problem, because those that have been killed are already dead. Their people have been killed. Even if the army to hand them over, they will give them 10 years in prison and they will be out. So the best thing they can do is to arm themselves. Self-defense must be their watchword. And I was saying something about their men. Their men is beginning to behave like children. The essence of the men in the community is to defend the women and children. So by the time women and children keep dying when the men are alive, it makes them childish. So they must understand this principle. It's not about after killing your people, you come tomorrow and tell the Nigerian military to hand them over, to parade them. The Nigerian military are complicit in what is happening. They look the other way why these things are happening. Yesterday I was telling us that even when they declare curfew in the communities, Nigerian army will prevent, they'll be looking the other way, and these people will enter the town, go to the houses they've marked for destruction for the day, and actually do it. So the best thing that can happen, the best thing our people there has to do, the best thing the Christians in Southern Kingdom have to do, the best thing everybody has to do is to defend the community. And the defense of the community lies in the hands of the men. The men must defend the women and the children. Thank you.
Yeah, Chuks, thank you very, very much. Chuks Ikediwe from, of course, the place we talk about Chooks. Thank you for your input. There is no need, yes, arresting these people, taking them to police. And if you do that, of course, they will still may gain their, if you like, they may still gain their, well, I'm being told that cut off because we are not getting it via FM. Okay, many can't afford data to listen online. All right, yes, we get your information, Orimiri Atata. Orimiri, I have to be honest to you. Very, very soon you will get. We understand exactly what you're saying. For now, you have to join us in any of your data. You may have to join us using your Facebook or some other link. Orimiri, thank you very much. Thank you for your own input. Yes. And so let's continue. Let's continue from where we stopped. I will be coming with another news, very important, very, very important. And the reason is this: in Nigeria, it's all about intimidating, humiliating, and maiming, yes, the less privileged or the poor people. Because the man who is on that so-called government as a president do not have value for the lives of the poor ones, or value for the, the not so wealthy in the society, because a lot of unemployment, a lot of hunger, a lot of things going on, happening, and this man, he has less to come to, of course, address the issue. And let me go to this news very quickly. And this news is saying 20-year-old fashion designer dies after brutal attack by police over alleged 50 naira bribe. 20-year-old fashion designer dies after brutal attack by police over alleged 50 naira bribe. Imagine that. A 20-year-old fashion designer, Ayomide Taiwo, who was allegedly brutalized with the butt of the gun by a police officer over 50 naira bribe, has reportedly died. The deceased, after 6 days in coma, gave up the ghost 8:30 a.m. on Sunday, that's today, at the Ladoke Akintola Teaching Hospital, Lautech, Oshobo, where he was receiving treatment. Ayomide has been battling for his life following a brutal gun attack on him by an alleged police officer identified as Inspector Ago Haraba, attached to Ibukunle Divisional Police Headquarters. I want to leave it there. The most important thing is for you to understand that in Nigeria, as it is today, yes, you could be killed for nothing. I said for nothing. Police ought to be your friend, but in Nigeria, it's the other way round. Police is your enemy. I said your arch enemy. Let me come to you, dear sister Ozioma Eme. What will you make out of this? And tell us, because we are looking at people being killed for either 20 naira, 100 naira. Police want the bribe. They want it so badly that if you, yes, wants to stop them from doing what they want to do, your life may go for it. Go ahead, my dear sister, and thank you. God bless you. Yes, I don't know if Ozioma is there. I cannot. I'm waiting. We will be joined by our dear sister Ifoma. Ifoma will be joining us in no moment, in no distance from now. Ifoma will be joining us. Ifoma is actually joining from United States of America. Yes, he will be joining us. We look forward to getting, having Ifoma on this forum. Let's go to our dear sister Ozioma. Ozioma, I hope you are there and you're listening. Go ahead with your own comment on this issue. Thank you. Okay, it looks like a bit far away. Let me come to you, Ichediko Chinawata. Chinawata, what will you say with reference to this issue of police killing people anyhow, any slightest thing they kill? I don't even understand why police should be working with guns. Even when they see armed robbers, they take off, they pick race. So how will you describe this incident, Uchinamata? I'm not getting any sign or any sound. I don't know if this is getting out there. Mazo Uchinamata, are you there? Okay, I cannot hear anything. Maza Hamefrukand, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes. Go ahead, my dear brother. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. My brother, the thing is this. A leader, the reflection of the people is. If you have a corrupt leadership, if you have a corrupt government, if the police is acting up, the police is acting because they know that the president is a certified thief. If you see the police killing people or maybe taking bribe and all that, it is because the governors are all thieves. The politicians are all thieves. Those who govern are thieves. Those who are being governed are thieves. Everybody, it is all, everybody, all that is, it's all for all now. So there is, what you see is a result of bad government. When you see bad government, you are going to see underdevelopment. And when you see underdevelopment, you are going to see chaos and insecurity. And when you see that, it is every man for himself. So you are going to see police officers and military personnel acting in their own self-interest, have authority of the badge, and they have the power with the gun. So they can basically force their way and do whatever it is they want to do. And God don't want anything except money. How much did you bring home? Did you bring to me? So if you give Oga money, everything goes now. So the police knows that. There's no consequence. The police know that there is nothing they really can do. That is why they can actually afford to give armed bandits guns to go on and rob and innocent people and terrorize people. And then they share the loot. Now, I am going to tell you something which everybody maybe heard about or maybe really didn't internalize. But I have internalized it for a long time. I am not upset with Fulanese. I am not mad with Fulanese. How do you survive without? Put yourself in the shoes of a Fulani man, and if you have no education and you have nothing to offer, what else can you do to be able to survive? It is called survival. It is survival of the fittest. When you come to a jungle, in African jungle, where white men has actually a monkey, and you believed it. And then you fool there and tell you that a whole country is an estate of an intruder, is an estate of his own grandfather. And Nigerians thought he was just talking. When this man stood up and tell you that they are going to use middle belt as they're willing to, and they are going to make sure they don't do anything. Oh yes, it's prophet in action. They have implemented their plan, working on the agenda, but Nigerian people are still thinking, oh no, this is not possible. There's no one man that can conquer this country. There's no ethnic group. When you are being conquered, when your future has been deprived, when your future has completely been destroyed, when you can't even have your own future in your own hands, when you go to school and you or maybe get a gainful employment, and those who are actually ruling you and controlling you didn't even attempt to go to school, and you still have the mouth to come and boast that you are a doctor, you are educated, you are this, you are. You have police officers doing what they're doing. That is why you have the moon that calls himself an Igbo man, that calls himself a Biafran. You will sit in the and say, no, President Buhari, I don't ignore those people telling you to dismiss the military chiefs or the chief of, just ignore all of them. And Hanez, the youth, doesn't know what to say. They just always want to be heard. Whether what they're saying makes sense, they just want to say something so that, yes, we are being said. Maybe there is a scheme. There is a way these people are rewarded financially. Because how in the hell can they come out and be talking crazy? A governor will sit down instead of managing a boy state and developing your state on working how you are going to save the life and property of your state, and you are sitting there giving the president advice. Just retain the service chiefs. Tell me why he should retain those service chiefs. Because you are not living in Southern Kaduna? Or is it because in a boy state, people are not dying? Is it because the life and property of a boy people are in good hands? Is that what it is? Can your old women and widows and minors in a boy state? So I don't know what is going on in the minds of these people. I just don't understand it. So when you see a policeman who probably maybe had a elementary school or maybe high school diploma, no prospects of employment, the only way he can actually earn a living is because he have a gun and a badge. So how do you expect him to make a living? In a country where things are very high, a country that doesn't produce or manufacture anything. When you live in a country that cannot even make toothpicks, everything has to be imported from China, including the money they need. So yes, police officer can do anything to get away with it. Because it's called survival. And in survival business is every man for himself, the war of jungle. So when we call Nigeria zoo, or call Nigeria jungle, or call Nigeria it is like we are cursing people, or we are disrespectful, we are disrespecting our nation. It is not my nation. Nigeria has never done anything for me. I have nothing to do with Nigeria. Work on the coupling of Nigeria. Thank you again, my brother and eminent. Chinawata is still standing by.
Yes, Chediko Chinawata, thank you very, very much. Of course, he has said it the way he wants to say it, because he's telling you Nigeria needs to be decoupled. We are in unholy matrimony, yes, unholy marriage, and that's why all this nonsense you hearing is happening. Yes, let's introduce in a very special way. Yes, our panelists who have just joined us. If he is with us, you can now unmute and go ahead, introduce yourself, and maybe take a chime in on this.
My name is
Ndewo. Go ahead.
I'm a call from Los Angeles, California.
Yes, okay.
Should I go on?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Ify.
Okay. So, ihe na-eme amaka, honestly, obi dị m mma join this discussion program today. Maka ihe na-eme na Nigeria, eziokwu ọgwụ na mmadụ ike, anyị amazi ihe anyị na-eme, ọ dị ka ihe a odudu bere na ihe a ịhapụ ya hapụ ọtagbuo onye bụ ịkụkwana ya n'ike gị kụwasịa ihe. So it's just a precarious situation. I know what to do. But the truth of the matter will organamaga abia at organamaga abia. Always wait ne juche na apa. Always wage ezigbo uche na apa. Ihe na-aka ewute m nke ndị nwa nọwa ụmụnne anyị na-eme anyị. Ndị nke si na ha nọ n'ọchịchị gọvanọs, House of Assembly, senators, nke a na nwanne ya. Allocation anyị na-abịa na steeti, ele ihe ndị gọvanọs ji eme. Na South East, allocation ego ole na-esi na federal na-abịa, including internal generated revenue. Ihe niile awa ego na-abata, but enweghị anyị na-ahụ. Ọwụghị youth empowerment, ọwụghị ụzọ, ọwụghị ọkụ, ọwụghị mmiri, nothing. Anyị na-asị Abuja na-emekwa nke ha na-eme, but nke na-abịakwanụ kwesịrị iwunye a ga-eji na-emeziri anyị obodo anyị. Ebee ka ọ nọ? Enweghị nke anyị hụrụ. We are not asking the question. Anyị na-eme Abuja asịkwa Abuja asị, ga-emekwa ga-eme. So ugbu a ka anyị ga-achịkọta onwe anyị ọnụ. Niile ụmụafọ Igbo niile chịkọta onwe anyị ọnụ ka anyị bidogodi si n'ụlọ mara mma pụwa ama. So ịlọta anyị ga-esi chịkọta onwe anyị ọnụ. Enwere election na-abịa na Anambra State very soon. So Anambra State election a kwesịrị iwu a test run for all of us, ụmụ Igbo niile, IPOP, ndị niile ọhaneze ma anyị nwa ndị niile na-eme ihe gbasara agitations for Biafra. Ugbu a ka onye ọbụla ga-apụta n'igwe agawa Anambra State pịa aka ụmụ Biafra mma ihe ga-eme ha jee ebe a ha anọchite anya anyị okwu ha, apịa ha aka tinye ha n'ọchịchị, so that ọwụ na ha nọrọ n'ọchịchị from House of Assembly to Governor and ihe niile etinye juo ha ebe ahụ. Election produce all these right people, and ya dị sure na allocation na-abịa n'obodo anyị na a ga-eji na-emere anyị ihe, na-arụ ọkụ, mmiri, ụzọ, ihe niile. Na ọ na ha achịkọta onwe anyị ọnụ otu ahụ, anyị sete ihe dịka a Central Trust Development Fund ya na-eme ime anyị amanye aka ebe ahụ wee wefute ego sizie ngwa gọvanọ nye anyị ego ole dị otu a, mmiri ka anyị chọrọ ịrụ, nye anyị ego ole dị otu ọkụ ka anyị chọrọ ịrụ, anyị enwe means of getting things done. Ndị a sị na ha nọ na House of Assembly enwecha constituency allowances a na-enye ha, but enweghị ha na-eji ya arụ ma ndị Senate ma House of Rep. So anyị ga-ebido jụwa ajụjụ maka ihe, tinyegodi the right people in politics. Na governorship election anyị tinye the right ndị na House of Assembly na gọvanọ ga-ebe a misbehave we ndị House of Assembly achụpụ ya n'oche. They will be answerable to the Biafrans. But anyị na-emesi election bịa ya sị ha merewe ọ dịzie ka ọkụkọ a na-aga meeting, ọkụkọ si ngwa gawa emechaa ihe ọbụla unu butere aka mụ na ya agazie meeting, sọwa ọkụkọ ka a ga-eji na-achụ aja, were ka a ga na-eririwe, were akwa ya na-achụ aja, were ọkụkọ na-achụ aja. At the end of the day, ọkụkọ anọghị ebe ahụ kwuru ọnụ ya. Ịhụ na ọ onye nọrọ nso okwuru ọnụ ya, onye ọbụla na-anọghị nso chie na-ere n'ọkụ. So anyị ga-anọ nso na Nigerian politics. Enwebeghị any other thing anyị nwere apart from Nigeria and their constitution. So ọ na anyị anọghị at the hem of affair nke a na-eme akpa ihe gbasara Nigeria, anyị nọrọ ebe a soro lota oke anyị, mara na anyị ebidobe. Anyị ga-emezigodi ala Igbo, tinye the right people in politics. Ọ ga-emezi anyị chụwa Biafra nwetie anyị relax ya mara that we have built our home. But nke anyị nọrọ agha onye ha aka. So ugbu anyị ga-apụta n'igwe wetegodi Anambra State, tinye the right people. Biafra apụta lụọ ọgụ nọ na ya because a na-eri ige election ụmụnna anyị ha ala ha ezuo ike na-emerewe bubu ya election ruo ha bupụta ego na-eke ụmụ youth ndị ga-eje ebute ballot box electoral commission nke a emechaa ha gbagowa Abuja ha mechaa ha ala free but this time we have to come out onye mecha bubu ya ahụ anyị agwa ya mba lekwe ndị ga-agara anyị imechazie ha ndị anyị anọrọ dị atụọ ya atụọ gụọ ya nye jide result echa magomago lọtawa anyị nọ n'ụlọ na-eche because all mmadụ nwe ọgọdọ ego na-aka so we have to start this battle and fight it with everything we have and be serious about it so that anyị kọ mmamịrị ọnụ na-enwe ike kwa ofufu ụmụnna anyị ndị a na-agagharị aga Abuja ga ere onwe ha tọrọ si ha na-asa ahụ ihe masters ha over there ha mechaa ndị ahụ ha bịa hịa bịa tụọrọ anyị ha anyị ga-eme na nke wụkwa nke anyị so anyị agaghị ekwe kụzi ihe a na-eme we have to go and speak out for our own fight for our own put our own people and make sure our votes count so the time to start is now and Anambra State should be a test run for this type of liberation of our people getting the right people in place.
Thank you very, very much. That was from our very good sister Ifoma. Yes, she has spoken her mind and she's saying, clean, clear. Yes, you got to take your destiny in your hands, no matter what is going on. And we must, yes, act now. That's what she's saying. We welcome Ify for joining us. Ify, thank you very much. Yes, your advice, of course, have been taken by our people. And so you can call us wherever you are. You can reach us on +1 786 352 8757. Yes, you can call us and be part of this program. You can as well reach us on +44 2921 28 6541. And your Skype is another means of getting hold of what we are doing, and we will permit you to join us. Yes, we will allow you to join us. Join us and indeed make your own contribution. Thank you and God bless you. We will continue. And at this point, I want to say to all our panelists, yes, we will be looking basically on the issue of our people who send some sort of warning to the, if you like, call them the Fulanis. And I want to read from their message. And their message is very, very clear. They are sending warnings to the Miate Allah. Yes, they're sending warnings to the Miate Allah. Okay, and I think our brother Mazi Kenawanonenyi will be joining us. I think he will be joining us before I bring Wanonenyi to to join us to bear his mind on all this topic. Let me read this. There's a recent release concerning the news with our people. The BNYL, they said pro-Biafra group DS Miate Allah to set up security group in Southeast, South. A pro-Biafran group, the Biafran Nations Youth League, BNYL, has dared Miate Allah Kutal host to make the Fulani security group visible in Southeast and South. The group vowed to confront any Fulani security group seen in the two zones of Old Eastern Nigeria. The NYL stated this in a statement on Saturday, that was yesterday, by its chief press secretary, Diana Abasi Odong in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, insisting that the Fulani security group should not be seen in these zones. The statement read, "We dare them to be more visible. We want to see them. If they are man enough, let them be visible like a normal security group and face the confrontation from us. But if they choose to operate like terrorists that they have always been known for, then we shall meet in the bushes. Their actions will only risk the lives of the cattle breeders. BNYL statement followed the recent claim by Miata Allah, Kotol Ho, National President and Secretary, Bello Bodojo, and Salam Hassan, respectively, that the group had set up a vigilante group across the country to check the security challenge in the country. Let me come to you, Ichediko Chinamata. I have to come to you, Chinamata. And this is the situation. They are saying they have set up security. So Fulani are saying they are now going to be the security. Guess what? According to the World Index on this militia or the so-called terrorists, Fulani herdsmen, let's put it very clear, they call them different names, but we do know the herdsmen are the ones who are the terrorists, Fulani terrorists. That's how they describe them. They rank fourth on that list. And now they want to be the security of Nigeria. Go ahead and let's hear what you have to say, because this is very serious. But again, BNYL, they are saying, make yourself visible and let's play the game. Go ahead, Chinawata. Okay, it looks like Chinawata is not there. Okay, let me come to you, our dear sister Ifeoma Nwadike. Ifeoma Nwadike, go ahead and tell us, what do you make out of this? I don't know if I should say it's a challenge or either, but the herdsmen, the what do you call them? They are saying they want to form, or they have formed, security for Nigeria. I don't know. Go ahead, Ife. Yes, you can unmute. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so can you say it again? Because the signal has been really very bad.
Okay. It's, we got a message that a group called BNYL, the Biafran Nation Youth League, they are, of course, a group of youth, youth from the south and the southeast. They combined to form a very, very viable force, and they are saying to the so-called Fulani herdsmen, the one led by Hassan and one other Hassan, Salam Hassan, and Bello Balejo, they are now warning them, say, the Miata Allah, you have to stay clear of the southeast and the south, and if you dare come, around the southeast and south, we're going to square it out with you, because you are terrorists, and we know you as terrorists. And if you do not show your face and you decide to act and kill people in the bush, we still have to fight you. So that's what we're getting. And, it's shocking to hear a group that has already been listed in the terrorist index as the number 4, yes, the 4th most deadly terrorist group in the whole world. And so they are telling you they want to be whatever security in the southeast and south. So go ahead and react.
Yeah, the group going to our own side to do whatever is very wrong, The first thing is, if we are talking about one Nigeria, we should really embrace peace. People don't function where there is anarchy and doom, where people are killed and slaughtered and all that. People don't function effectively. If we want to be one Nigeria, let's be one Nigeria in every sense. Let people have their lives. People should be able to be alive. People should be able to have security, safety. That's the primary thing. For people to even begin to talk of identifying with a particular set of group or country or wherever, their security is paramount. So I don't see the reason why people should leave their base and go to our own side, south, the the southeastern area to go and start doing anything and endangering the lives of our people. I will watch videos where people are killed, slaughtered, and houses burnt down and all that. Is this how we're going to be one Nigeria? That's why people are agitating. People want to go because there is no peace. There is no harmony. There is no tranquility. Lives are wasted. Lives are not safe. So if we are talking about Nigeria, we should talk about lives to people. You know, they should stop going down to the southeast and killing our people, you know, or hiding in the bushes and everything. We have people going about their, like the Igbo guys. Look at the Igbo people. When they go to other countries or other states or other, they try to negotiate and buy land, rent houses and stuff like that, and be law abiding. But you don't think about people going to our place to go hide in the bush and start erecting houses in the bushes and all that. That's where our people farm. And then some take their cattle down there and graze their cattle, destroying the farms of our people. And then there's this, you know, they start fighting and killing our people. And then, I mean, it's terrible what's happening. So we frown at stuff like that. People should mind their businesses and be wherever they are and be law abiding. If you want to go to people's community, when you go there, go meet, negotiate for land. If you're giving, then fine. If you're not giving, you're not sold land to you, go elsewhere. That's what everybody does. That's what the Igbo people do. When they go to any place, they develop those places, buy the land, erect what they want to erect, and be law abiding. And not go hiding in the bush and say, oh, because we are here, it belongs to us. No, that's wrong and should not be encouraged. And that's why we are having this conflict of interest, castlemen fighting and killing people, crops being destroyed. And then at the end of the day, they negotiate and pay them for their cows. Who pay for those crops that were destroyed? Nobody pays for them. Our people keep losing. And that is oppression. And that is wrong and should be condemned in all its entirety. So they are watching those leading the country. These people are dancing their music. They are watching and seeing what is going on. They want to fight. But my message to the Igbo people and the Southeastern people is hold your peace. Don't go fighting anybody. We have worked so hard to be where we are presently. Our forefathers, they paid a lot of prices. Their blood was used to watch Nigeria. Children were watched dying of hunger and starvation, and nobody helped them. Nothing was done. They died in their millions. And then I know how much the Nigerian government gave to the Igbo families to start. Everybody knows the history and the story. And look at where we are today. And then they turn around because they've seen our growth. They've seen our progress. They've seen our prosperity. They want to initiate war. They want to push us to the war so we can fight. And they will turn around and take all that the Igbo man has ever worked for. All the development the Igbo man has ever created in Nigeria. That's what they are eyeing to take over. Just like they took the sweat of our forefathers. Port Harcourt was declared, their properties in Port Harcourt was declared abandoned property. Not they gave them little or nothing, you know. So now they are eyeing what we have suffered for. They are eyeing our number. They are eyeing our education. They are eyeing our prosperity. They are eyeing our personality because Igbo are great people. Anywhere you see an Igbo man, he's hardworking, he is great, he's creative. Give him nothing, he will create something. So I'm proud to be an Igbo, and I'm very proud of every Igbo person out there listening to me. Don't fight any war. Hold your peace. War is not a solution. We want to develop our Igbo. We want to develop our place. So that's what we're going to focus on. But we have to make sure there is security. The town hall leaders, make sure you have security in your places. The ASA, make sure you have security in your places. The youth, stop playing around. Form a formidable security force. Don't let people come over and take what belongs to you, and then you'll be playing around, following Bet Niger, BB Brothers and whatever and all that stuff. Bring yourself together and form formidable security forces to protect our land. So that would be my own on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ife. Thank you for your own pouring. And at this point, we will go to our dear veteran Okando. Okando, what do you have to say about this Miate Allah? Do not forget, Miate means God's own army. That's what it means. God's warrior, God's own warrior of God. So Miate, they have been killing a lot of people, and they have never ever denied, even when it happened in Boko, in Benue, in so many other parts of that Benue state, they claim the responsibilities, even the ones happening in Plateau and the Nasarawa and so many other aspects, that part of that country. They claim the responsibility, and they are so proud to, of course, identify themselves. Do not forget, Buhari is one of them. Yes, is their father. Buhari is a Fulani man. Of course, we have to be very factual in what we're saying. Go ahead, Mazu Hamefla Okando, and let's hear what you have to tell us about this. Yes, Mazu Hamefla, I think your mic is open, but we're not hearing anything from you, and you need to come on board very much. Yes, go ahead, Maza Hameflo Kando. Okay, it seems he's not here, but Maza Hamefla, you need to be on mute. You need to be on mute. Okay, I can't get hold of Maza Hameflo Kando. I have to find a way to, of course, make it well. If you are listening, this is Radio Biafra International. Like we said earlier, you can join this broadcast by calling any of our lines. Yes, you can call us and make your own contribution, your own input. Guess what? Yes, what we are talking is what concerns us. Yes, Biafrans, and indeed other people. Yes, somebody is trying to reach. Okay, you can go ahead and call us on our Skype. Yes, call us on our Skype, and we'll take your call and bring you to this platform for you to express your own feelings or your own contribution on what's going on. You can reach us on +1 786 352 8757. Yes, +1 786 352 8757. You can as well reach us on +44 2921 286541. Yes, +44 2921 286541. Don't forget, we have our WhatsApp +1 868 277 8327. Yes, that's our WhatsApp. You can call us or you send us a text, and as well you can send text via the Facebook or via the YouTube, whichever way you're watching from, you can, or listening from, you can send us a text message from Facebook or your YouTube. And if you want to make call via the Skype, yes, you're welcome. All you need to do is open up your Skype and search for Radio Biafra International. Is a word, no space in between. Radio Biafra International, just a word. And make sure it's the one with our logo saying RBI live on air. Call us and we take your call. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think about all this Miate Allah coming to Southeast to establish what they call security. I don't know who they are securing. I do not know who they are securing. Of course, you are aware that during the so-called lockdown, yes, they were busy sending bunch of these people down to Southeast. Notwithstanding, government had a lockdown. Yes, they called it lockdown. I don't know what it is, but government, we are busy, of course, locking down when these people were busy, arriving and taking over our headquarters. That tells you there is some game being played. And so we thank you for being here. Make that call and let's hear what you have to say. Your contribution, yes, matters. It counts. Mazu Kando, I don't know if you are listening now. Mazukando, I want to come to you. Go ahead and let's hear what you have to say. Yes, Mazukando, can we hear you?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Mazanemina.
Yes.
Mazanem, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Now, the situation in southern Kaduna and the killing taking place over there. If you could remember, some 2 years ago, when the Nigerian government decided to seize that all people having weapons must have to return them to them. And you remember we tenaciously stood against it, and our people got the message, because you cannot allow your people to come to our place and killing our people, and you ask us to turn in our weapons. It didn't happen. The southern Kaduna people should do that. People like Danjuma and all those people who have the money. By now, I'm surprised to even hear that El-Rufai is killing these people just like chicken. It is not acceptable. Our sister was saying what we should do. What she said is right. It's what we stood all along. I will continue to stand on that. Simply, the people must find a way to defend themselves. All this crying about killing and killing, the men from those areas should not leave the women to be killed anyhow. They should rally and do what, as a matter of fact, part of the Benue people have been doing something. I'm surprised to hear this. I am really surprised that we're still going to dig into it and find out exactly what happened, because we thought these things had come under control. But one thing we should know about these Fulanis, they have their plan and they're working on it steadily. And they're working on it in cahoot with the federal government. Once we realize this, it is up to us now to make sure that to find a way to protect ourselves and defend our people. We cannot just leave our people anyhow. Okay? I just don't see Fulanis coming into our land and now they are taking over with impunity. That has been very, 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 very insulting for our people. We cannot allow that to happen. People should simply arm themselves, just like Danjuma said. You better go and get weapons and defend yourself. Those of them who have the money, let them do what they have to do to defend the people. All right? Our people, like our sister said, we don't go into northern Nigeria or any other place to just go into the bush to seize the land. What we have constantly done is to go buy the lands and pay for them and use them. That is the spirit of one Nigeria. But the Fulanis think otherwise. They want to take it over by force. And I'm telling you, that's why Radio Biafra International must continue to emphasize what the Fulanis have done for centuries. We are not going to allow it to continue. And also, with the way things are going, we're asking that the people of the South, Middle Belt, should work together. While we're calling for this, we're also going to be emphasizing our own area, the former Eastern region. It is the call, because the former Eastern region, we have the same culture. We are brothers and sisters. They simply divided us so that they'll be able to get hold of our land, get hold of our resources. Let's focus on that. While we're calling for that, let us learn to have means and ways that we're going to work the whole of the South just to be able to have a restructured environment and get our freedom. However we are going to do it, we have to do it, and we have to do it in unison. We have found out that it's not going to be easy for us to just say, former is Southeast, to do this fight. No, we are going to do it in relation and with the help and the connivance of all the other states. That's all I have. Yeah. That's all I will have to say in this matter. The people must arm themselves, the youths, the boys, and even the girls. Everybody has to work on this. Everybody has to work. for us to be able to save ourselves eventually. That's all, my dear. All is well.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi Ahamefla Okando, the veteran. Let's come to you, Chooks Ikediwe. Chooks, what will be your own contribution while we wait for callers? If we will be rounding off, we will be rounding off any moment from now. While we're waiting for you to call, if you want to call, go ahead and make the call. Yes, Chooks, go ahead, Chooks. Thank you.
Okay, Mazi and our listeners, I must start by saying that the press statement by Biafran National Youth League, warning the Fulanis about entering or coming into our land to start their security outfit is timely. Okay, let me give a background to the news. Not long ago, the Miete Allah actually proposed that they were going into the countries, into Nigeria, all the states in Nigeria, to start what they call their security outfit. The security outfit are meant to protect the people, according to them. They are meant to protect the people from harm. And then you begin to ask, who is harming who? How does the man who has been killing people out of a sudden now turn 360 degrees and said he was going to provide security for the people? That should tell you that their aim is to come into the land in pretense of providing security and have all of us killed. That was the intention. So our brothers warning them has actually done noble because they already understand the game plan. And that's why I thank Biafra National Youth League for warning them in advance, telling them to set foot, not to come and provide security for us, because we can protect ourselves on this regard. And it's timely advice, and I hail them. But one thing we must make sure is that we do not just warn these people, okay? We must take every necessary step to make sure that we stop them at the gate before they even enter the land to provide security. We must make sure that we stop at them at the gate. And that move must start right today. We must start to stop them, because if we allow them to enter, the government is going to turn its eyes to the other way while they come in killing us. You know, they've done it in southern Kaduna, and the next thing they will do will be in the south and the southeast. That's why I'm thanking the Biafra National Youth League that what they've done is noble, it's a good idea, they must be supported. But in the real sense of supporting them is making sure that we stop the Miete Allah at the gate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chooks Ikediwe. And at this point, I want to invite, Mazi Ikenna. You can welcome and good evening where you are. Of course, we have been on this broadcast and he's joining us. You can welcome and go ahead, make your own introduction if you have anything to tell us on the news. Yes.
So thank you very much. I hope coming out clear.
Yes, crystal clear. Yes,
okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really very happy for what you guys have doing today, and we've been trying to get some other things together for a while now, and things are coming together, and I really appreciate people who have been in our panelists, especially our new sister Ifeoma Nwadike. And then the other veterans have been here. Yes, it's really a mess when you're dealing with a failed state. You know, everything goes. Nigeria is a failed state, and you cannot get anything better from there. Where are you going to start? In the economic system, the education system, or the health system? Everything has collapsed, and it continues collapsing until to be thrown in the dustbin. Naira for now is doesn't what I mean is less expensive. I mean, Naira is just like a tissue paper. Toilet tissue paper. And it's going down and down and down. I see what it was when I am Jonathan is and what it is now. $4.20 for $1, and it's going down. The workers are not paid. Civil servants are not paid. Accidents everywhere. Then spiritism, cultism, and it's a mess. You can't even trust one single person. Some of the religious leaders have compromised themselves, and people are being killed and killed and killed. People from Benue are being killed like chicken, and so fortunate that most of them are not really reacting as much as they're supposed to do, and the God-given plan to every human being is must defend yourself. They must defend yourself, and you must do everything you can to make sure that you protect women and children. And so people should organize themselves, which we've been saying here. We've been saying here, communities, most southeastern communities have several organizations here, several organizations back home and even here. They can they should organize themselves and do what we call combing. This was done in the Civil War. You do combing, you get young men to go into all the bushes, and to make sure there's no foreigners or non-welcome visitors there. Then watch them. You have to be done communally, not single-handedly. And this should be done at least bi-weekly, and make sure that all these idiots hiding in the bushes are not there. When they come to Southeastern, they don't make themselves known. They don't live in the cities. They don't come to the urban areas. They go and hide in the bushes. And this is the areas of defense. When something happens, people tend to run to the bushes and they'll get killed. And there's people are being killed. It's not even a story. And we should also know that we should stop crying the world see this, the world see. The world has seen everything. The world know what is going on. The world is not going to help you. The world is not going to help you. They know. U.S. knows that. U.S. knows what is going on. Britain know. Russia, Australia, France, they all know. The social media has been flooded with all the killings and destruction and rape, men, burning of churches and killing of pastors and reverend fathers and all whatnot. And so, saying the world coming, the world see this it's just, you're wasting your time. Don't pay attention. So we have to take the bull on the horn and defend ourselves, and be able to make sure that people are not running over us like they're doing now, especially the Fulani, who are the main problem we have in that, second country, if it's even a country. Yes, we have to protect our people. We have to give them information also, make sure that they know exactly what's going on. People who fall victim mostly are very poor families in the villages. Because most of the young people are in the town. So all the organizations we have here, both in U.S. in diaspora, they should organize and encourage these people, form groups, which most of them have, but we want more to do that, to make sure that people there's a security, in the villages, and the elders and the chiefs, and that should be paramount even more than even food. That should be paramount, and then we should align ourselves with all the Biafra restoration groups. There's a lot of restoration groups in Biafra. You should join one. If you can't join one, you can form your own. You cannot have too many groups. Do something. Don't stay there and shout. Or condemn people who are doing. Do something. You have to do something. So it's so unfortunate that things are getting worse and worse and worse, and some of our people back with hamstrung. You cannot get help from the politicians, no, not the governors, not even the president, because he hated the Southeasterners. And so we should also be very careful in terms of what is going on now. Most of the thing they are doing now, Asrock is doing now, the Fulanis in particular, is to disorganize most of the Biafran restoration groups. Most of the restoration groups are being disorganized, by infusing money into some of the people who are very vulnerable and, to put disinformation about what we're doing and whatnot. So everybody should contribute in which other way, any way he can. If he can, then help and give money to people in the villages who don't have much to live by. So BRM, and RBI, which is mouthpiece of BRM, is here to stay, and we're going to be waxing strong. And so I appreciate people who have come in. Like I said, Ifeoma, thank you very much, Mrs. Ifeoma, and then all the panelists. This is Ken Nwanene. Stand by.
Yes, Ken Nwanene, thank you very, very much. Of course, as one of us, yes, the people who have been very consistent all this while. We have come a long way. You have to agree with me. We have come a long way. I'm telling you honestly. It's one of us who has been there doing everything. I said everything possible to ensure the restoration of Biafra, of course, takes place very quickly. And so we are very grateful to people like him. We cannot, of course, thank him enough. A very, very formidable man. He said very clearly and very, very eloquently that BRM and RBI, we are here to ensure things go well, that Biafra restoration is achieved. Yes, we are working very hard to ensure these things happen within a record time. And so we're enjoying you to come do your own part. We thank every one of you. If you want to call, I don't know why people sometimes, how people like when it's a Russian time, but very, very soon, I say to you, very, very soon, it won't take more than 2 weeks from today, and we see what's going to be of the whole thing. And so we say to you, yes, welcome, and continue to share. If you are on Facebook, continue to share the link. Make sure you share it in all your groups with all your contacts. Yes, go ahead and share them. I want to come to our dear brother Ichediko Chinamata. Chinamata, I hope you are there. Go ahead and let's hear what you have to say about the Miate Allah trying to formulate, yes, security outfit in Southeast. I don't understand that, but that's just the reality. That's what we are hearing. Go ahead, Ichediko Chinamata. Okay, Ozomeme, let me come to you, Ozomeme. Go ahead and let's hear what you have to say. Ozomeme, let's hear you. Go ahead. Okay, I think they are not anywhere close. That's how it is sometimes. Yes, very difficult for us. I don't know. Whoever is on the platform who wants to speak, yes, go ahead and take over the microphone and make your own statement. I don't know, because I'm not seeing clearly two of our panelists. I don't know. You need to go ahead and make this contribution. Go ahead now.
Okay, thank you once more, Maza Nemena. I wanted to react to what our sister said initially. Our sister, Ifeoma Madike, she actually called us to participate in the Anambra election, saying we needed to bring in our people, take over the land, control the land, so as using it as a platform to get Biafra. On paper, it sounds very good, very nice, very innovative, very doable. But the reality is that those elections will be anchored on the 1999 Constitution. And just like we keep saying, the 1999 Constitution is Decree 34. Okay, Decree 24, which is embedded in criminality. It's a constitution that started lying right from its preamble. In the preamble, it said we the people are choosing to make this constitution for ourselves. There was never a day that we the people actually start out to make that constitution. So even that preamble shows you that the constitution is a lie in its totality. So that's why we're very, very skeptical about using that platform, because you don't build legality on illegality. Since that constitution is illegal, That constitution is a fraud. If you start to you want to take it as an advantage to get your people converted to use it as a source to win the election, it's going to backfire and it's going to be very disastrous. That's why we are very, very skeptical about it. That's why that idea does not fly with RBI and BRM. So we have to just know all these facts so that most of our people do not fall. Most of our people do not really think that we've settled for Nigerian election. We've not really settled for that, and we do not intend to now until that constitution has been remedied. Until it's remedied, we'll keep suspecting it and we'll keep watching it from afar. We might not have to go that route until this so that we do not shoot ourselves on the foot. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chukwu Kedigu, of course, for making that addition. And we want to say to you, yes, we are live, and this is Radio Biafra International, your power station. We are here expecting your call. Meanwhile, we will take interlude when we come back. When we come back, we will be wrapping up. Yes, thank you for being with us today. And we want to promise you all weekends we will be live. And if you're joining us, yes, she will be hosting, maybe in a distant time. And we want to say to you once again, thank you. Let's take this interlude. When we come back, yes, we will be closing for the day.
The more we fight together, the more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. The more we fight together, the more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. Rising soul, rising soul, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Believe it or leave it, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. We've been crying, the world cannot to hear. And we've been lamenting, the world cannot to hear. Our tears flow, the world cannot to see. And our blood flow, the world cannot to see. This is a crime, oh no, against humanity. Oh no, yeah, this is a crime. Eritrea spoke out, they were given independence. South Sudan spoke, they were given independence. Namibia spoke, they were given independence. Give me the reason my people got to be neglected. Give me the reason my people got to be rejected. Give me the reason our freedom got to be a crime. Give me the reason our own freedom got to be denied. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. I tell you what, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Believe it or leave it. Oh no. Whoa. That was physical battle, and we're betrayed by the people them trust. Today's heroes are fighting. This is a spiritual battle. Let us unite and give Biafra a meaning. If we don't take time, we can remain in this land. No freedom of speech, no freedom of expression, no freedom of worship, no freedom of religion. Justice denied. Oh, Lord, of my own very people. Hey. Justice denied. Hey. On the rising sun. Hey. Justice denied. Oh, my freedom fighter. Yeah. What is so bad? My people wanna be liberated. What is so bad? My people wanna be independent. What is so bad? My people wanna be alone. This is the time we will make it known to the world. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. I tell you what, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Hospitality, positive, education, positive, economic, positive, hospitality. I tell you what, positive. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africans. I tell you what, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. My people will cry. Biafrans will cry. My people are suffering. Oh, Biafrans cry.
The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim. But the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize. Keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop! The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind. Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Labira kunitare abasinga bafete okuwewala tisinga kokujajaba. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted.
Omulwadde wa corona temumuzanyisa bange.
Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted.
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert.
Oh, what DJ on the Master 2020. I think champion who bakola kungwe no before you be with you. Because when stay safe, we must have coronavirus money before what they say about holiday now. What can see get the idea? One no before you be with you.
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Yes, you're still tuned to Radio Biafra International, of course, your power station. We are here live, and we're saying to you today, 9th of August, 2020, we have come to discuss the issues as, of course, it concerns our people, and we have given our individual views. Yes, that's why we said in RBI, everything counts. We allow our friends, our well-wishers, even our enemies, of course, to express their own view of all these issues. And so we will be coming to the end of today's program. Guess what? Next Saturday we will be alive. Yes, we will be live on this station. And don't get us wrong, this is a two-force radio station. And so once we finish live program today, yes, recorded programs will continue to play. And so if you tune in any day, anytime, anywhere, via different means, you will be able to listen to all rich programs recorded. And they are for you. They are here, of course, to do the needful, which is to empower you as a Biafran and a friend of Biafra. And so we urge you to always tune to Radio Biafra International and join us. If you have a phone, if you have Skype, yes, you can as well call in to be part of the program. We are calling on everyone. Join hands. Stop giving excuses. Yes, stop giving excuses. Make sure you action what we are talking about. And before we finally wrap up, let me go to the panelists for them to, of course, make their closing remarks. I will start first and foremost with our own brother Mazi Ahamefla Okando. Ahamefla, that's the veteran Ahamefla Okando. How will you describe, how will you say it, put it in your own words, your closing remarks? Thank you and God bless you for, of course, joining us on today's broadcast. It's not easy. Mazi Ahamefla, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mazi and Emena, for today's broadcast. And I'm thanking every member of the panel today, and especially our new sister. You are very well welcome. Please extend our message to all your friends and family members, because we have come to the point right now that we have to be very, very aggressive, really in informing our people, because the Fulanis have really taken advantage of us. They're acting with impunity. From what I know about them, they can never stop until you stop them. When you don't act, they feel that, oh, they have taken over you, and they continue doing what they have to do that pleases them to fulfill their agenda, the Fulani nationality movement agenda, which is the same thing in line with the Islamic agenda. But we are going to stop them. Our forefathers have stopped them centuries ago. We are going to stop them again. Don't even worry that they have really taken over our forest and so on. No problem. They are getting ready to get their instruction through the radio. Remember the radio last year when the federal government had to buy a radio station for them, which they will use in passing on their information. Our people have to know this Fulanese very, very well. That is my concern and worry, that most of our leaders right now do not know them. They don't. Because if you know the Fulanese, you will never give them an inch. Because give them an inch, they now take over the whole place. I will always refer 1804 to 1808, how they took over northern Nigeria until today. And they started doing the same thing in the West. So, my brethren, we are now stronger. Radio Biafra International is doing what it has to do. Please, we need more radio relays to spread our news. Those are the kinds of funds we ask for people. If you want to buy it for us, please do. We need it so that we can spread the news also to the houses. Remember again, I'm always saying this. The Fulanis are the problem of Nigeria, not the Hausas, not the Fulani, not the Yorubas, not the Igbos, not the Ijos, not nobody, not the Burials, not anybody, but the Fulanis. They are manipulators. We are going to stop them. That's all. My own focus is to how we are going to stop them and be prepared to do the fight. And the fight is lined up in the fact that we have to self-educate ourselves. That's how we're going to get rid of these people. Do not be very, very careless about things. You have to defend yourself. Learn to defend yourself. People of Southern Kaduna, be very, very alert. Sleep with one eye and make sure you have your vigilante groups, just like we have now in Igbo land and the Biafra land. We are having vigilante groups. I don't want to say so much about that. We are now getting more prepared. Override our governors who are in cahoot with them because we know them. Every village, take care of yourselves. Just like Danjuma had already said, every Nigerian should have arms for self-defense. Thank you, Master Nemena, and God will continue guiding us and blessing us.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mazi Ahmed Flaukando, the veteran himself. He has spoken. He has said his mind and he's encouraging people not to relent. You have to stand up and do what is expected of you. Let me, at this point, go to our next brother Ichediko Chinawanta. Chinawanta, go ahead. If you are listening, go ahead and make your concluding statement. Okay, I'm not getting any sound from Ichediko. Let me come to you, Chooks Ikediko. Chooks, proceed with your closing remark. Chooks.
Once more, welcome all of us. There has been a special broadcast, just as we promised in RBI. It's a station that enriches the people with information that are extraordinary, information you can't get anywhere or trade anywhere. This week has been a marvelous week. On this platform, we've received numerous inquiries about people telling us what they are hearing about the coming of Biafra in 2020, how true it is. We've been bombarded with such questions. We've been asked. People have even pinned it down to a date in October. They said by October that they've been promised that Biafra will come then, and they want to know how true that news is. Just like RBI is noted, one thing we don't do in RBI is that we don't tell you lies so that you love us. No, we don't fool you with words so that you will become your favorite. We've always maintained to tell you the truth, no matter how painful the truth is. It's better to tell people the painful truth and get hated than tell them the sweet lies. Get love, by the end of the day, everything turns out to be lie. The answer to the question is that Biafra is not coming this year. Yeah, we know Biafra will definitely come, but it's not coming this year. Anybody promises that Biafra is coming this year is lying. Why? Not that we don't want Biafra to come. No, and everything that has to be done for Biafra to come has not been done. People should do fool people. The task that has to be on ground for Biafra to come has not been done. So people should have that recognition in everything they are doing. Don't allow people to fool you with sweet mouth. Don't allow people that thing to happen. Yeah, and I thank God that is something that we are going to witness in the next 5-6 months. It will be clear for everybody to see. We need to do the work before. Biafra is not going to come from the blues. So it's going to come through our hard work, and hard work has to be done by us. It's when we've done this hard work that Biafra will eventually come. Don't let people talk into it. And that's why I said, let me use it as my wrapping up this thing for today. Biafra is not coming this year because we've not done the work. And that's how I ask you to come and join us so we can do the work. And Biafra will come as soon as possible. Thank you, everybody that listened to us. I also want to use this opportunity to thank our new sister, Ifeoma Nwadike. We are welcome on board. This is a rich station for everybody to enjoy. And every other person that wants to join us, come in. You are all welcome. Come and serve your nation so that together we can do the task that has to be done for Biafra to come. And I promise you that Biafra is definitely going to come. But don't get food. It's not this 2020 because the task has not been done. Thank you very much. Thank you and see you next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chuks Ikedigwe, the editor himself. We cannot thank you enough. Very, very prolific man, a young man who says it, puts it the way it is. And so we want to thank you, Chuks. And at this point, we will be going to our sister, Ifeoma. Ifeoma, go ahead and make your concluding statement on today's broadcast. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I thank everybody that said something. Actually, I came late, but I've been able to partake in what you guys are doing and saying. At the time, the voice was really bad, and I wasn't really hearing much. But at the point, it got better. So I thank you once again. It's a good thing you guys are doing, like getting the information out to our people. We need this massive sensitization, because they said information is power, and it's very, very good for people to have information so they can make decisive decisions. So thank you very much, all of you that put this together. It's so commendable, and I know it's going to be really rewarding. It's a way of telling our people to sit up. Honestly speaking, the Igbo man has been very, very quiet and very, very law-abiding and very, very cooperative when it comes to issues in Nigeria. We have been always on the right side of the law, trying to do the right thing and not getting into trouble with anybody or any, lineage or whatever. We try to be on the good side of the law, but most often people tend to step on our toes, continuously. They did with our forefathers and they are still doing with us. I don't know when they're going to be tired of pushing us to the wall, or when they're going to be tired of killing our people and bathing Nigeria with the blood of innocent Igbo children. We started this Biafra thing. People were going about, saying that we want to be on our own. After all, our forefathers were on their own before the white man came and merged Nigeria. So, and we fought the war. Okay, the amalgamation, how many years is it right now? And people say we want to be by ourselves. It's not a crime. If people want to be by themselves, so let it be. Let people go, and let them go, because there is no need for this war and biggery and fighting and everything. We can all coexist. Free some people, let them go. Let folks go so there can be peace and harmony, so people can coexist. You don't think you're going to force people into an unwanted situation. If you want people to be part of you, then you have to create the enabling environment. You have to create peace and harmony. You have to be sincere, have a sincerity of purpose, because people don't want to stake their lives for nothing. People go abroad and they don't want to go back to their homes. Why? It's because they find security. They find prosperity, they find harmony, they find peace. And that is what every individual needs. The Igbo man has always been very peaceful in conducting their affairs. Why can't others give us same peace we have given to Nigerians for years now? When are they going to give us same peace? Is it too much to ask? We are giving it to them already. Why can't they reciprocate and give us peace? They are not giving us peace. They are not giving us harmony. They are not giving us development. They are not even letting us exist. They want to even take the very breath we have. Look at the budget, the whatever loan or whatever the federal government went to secure from China. They went to get a loan. Did anyone come to the Southeast? No. Did anyone come to the Igbos? No. Are we not Nigerians? Yes, we are. So how Nigerians are we? Are we, what sort of Nigerians are we if we cannot partake in the development of Nigeria? So let them allow us to go peacefully and develop our own land. They don't want to. And it's very, very unfortunate that some of our brothers are part of the problem, because they are the people that go out to meet these people and sell us out to them. You know? And this is what we've been suffering. Some of us going out to sell. They go and sell us out to the slave masters. So how long are you going to keep being Omenoko? How long for peanuts? You will die and the money will be here. You will go. Just like our forefathers, you will be remembered only in memory. If the memory is good, fine. If the memory is bad, that is your memory, and that's all you got. Upon the money you're taking, you're not going anywhere with it. You are only going to be in the memories, just like our forefathers are. Okay, so know what you're doing. Make sure you are not the Omenoko of our time. It's a shame for all the Omenokos out there. You should be ashamed of yourself. The same blood the ancestors signing a back one at their grave is the same you are creating today. Yeah, by bringing these people down to us. One nara appointment, nara peanut, nara ego, ibu onyara, ikebu agape, ibu onyara, iburi ya na nyibu. Ibu onyara na bari na zo menoko, but time will tell, because nana hiwe the pattern of our life, so if you keep selling your brothers, you keep being a man of God, someday, because that is of funding Nanani Hagoro and of forgets to repay away. So it's all either woman of God, Marakwan in a Korea way of Punistimaka of funding Nanani Hagoro. Come back, because that is who we are. In case you will that there will be a day of reckoning, just like our forefathers said. There will be a day. Make sure you are not a man of God. Make sure you are not the prayer of your people and your folk. Make sure it's not you, because if it is you, Marana, abụmọnụ ndị nna nna anyị ha bụrụ, o nwere mgbe ọ ga-eme o mee ha n'izu, o mee n'ọnwa, o mee n'afọ. But know that ihe niile a na-ebu ego na nka ọgwụ ikwu onye ara wee ebebi aka. Any day ukwu kpọrọ gị ga-ama ebe ego niile ahụ nọ. That will be vanity upon vanity, vanities. But ihe ọbụla mkpụrụ ahụ ị kụrụ n'ụwa remain in the memory. Ọwụ nke ọma of culture. It will keep being in the memory. Make sure you're building the right memory and the good memories for tomorrow's sake, for posterity's sake. I will find no menoko. So I am simple for name. Udo dirani Alibo gaderema. He said,
thank you very much, and that was from Ife, a former, thank you, a former, yes, joined us from Los Angeles. A former, thank you, and I welcome to our own leader, of course, Mazi Ikenawanane. Ikena, go ahead and let's hear your concluding statement on today's broadcast. Thank you. Good evening once again. Okay, I cannot hear from Mazwanone. I don't know what's going on. Let me come to you, our own sister, Ozioma. Ozioma, go ahead with your closing statement.
Thank you, Mazi and Emena. And thank all the panelists, especially our new addition, our new formidable addition, Ifeoma Nwadike. I thank you for being a part of the program. In closing, I'm thanking everyone that's listening to Radio Biafra International. Please go out and get more people to listen. Your friends, your brothers, sisters, your enemies, we don't care who's listening, because everybody needs to listen. The information we're giving out is not just for Eastern region or for Biafra area, for all of Nigeria. It's all of, let me put it this way, all of the indigenous people of Nigeria. The Fulanis are foreigners in our land. So we need every indigenous people of Nigeria, and especially the people of Biafra and the former Eastern region, to be a partaker in this information that's being given out, because it's life-saving to you, your family, your posterity to come. I mean, this war has been going on. The Fulanis have an agenda which they are carrying out to a T, and they will not stop. The only, I know we're saying that we don't want war, but when a bully is bullying you, they don't have any response to anything. You can't plead with a bully. You can't try to make peace with a bully. The only thing you can do is get up from wherever, if you're on the ground, get up and give him a big blow on the face. And that's the language you'll understand. So we all need to get together. Knowledge is not power unless it's applied. We are giving out information to help you make a decision and apply the knowledge that you're getting. So let us all work together. This is a spiritual fight, and we all need to align ourselves to the laws of the land and to the laws of our Almighty God, because that's where the decay comes, when you don't apply decency and honesty to what you're doing. Our people have been very dishonest because of their leaders. You don't have to follow bad company or bad people when they're doing things, because you have a God in you that tells you what's right and what's wrong. You have a conscience. You have a sense. You were born with that. So you don't give what people around you are doing as an excuse to act evil. And for those of them, especially the ones in politics that are selling out our people, the day of reckoning is coming. And we will stand and watch you get the reward of your actions, because it said that you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow in due time. And the day of reckoning is coming. So on that note, I thank everyone, all our wonderful panelists, for the time you invested today, and our super engineer, our God-given loan from God, engineer Anemene. Thank you for orchestrating this. And I thank everyone. You all have a good evening, a good morning, a good night, and just remain safe, healthy, and blessed, because we will all be here to rejoice when Biafra comes. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ozioma Eme. Thank you for your contribution. Of course, a very strong support coming from Ozioma Eme. And we will be coming to end of this program. But before we do, we come to our dear brother Mazi Ikenawana. Ikenawana, go ahead. People wants to hear your final word.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazilio and Emena, for all the good work you've been doing. And I'm thanking all our sisters who participated. Miss Ifeoma Nwadike, Madam Ifeoma Nwadike, and Madam Ozioma Eme. Thank you so much, for all the stuff all your contributions is amazing, and we need more women to join us to bring some of these things to light, because the way women present things, sounds a little bit better than men. And also, I thank all the other guys who participated, like Mazi Shinawata, Mazi Ikedigwe, and Mazi Okando, our honorable veteran. Especially Mazi Kedigwe. Mazi Kedigwe is our ears and legs and back home. He's with us. He's our media, consultant, and our secretary down there has been doing a marvelous job, and checkmating all that's been happening. He's a wonderful human being. We need more people from back home to join him and help us to propagate this restoration process. Yes, BRM is an organization where it's open to all, and the Radio Biafra International is a radio where you can come and say whatever you want. We don't screen calls, we don't monitor people. Everybody's invited, and the only thing here, we don't, carry aspersions or innuendos or insults, so we are urging every person to, make some time and listen to us. We come on every weekend and make our presentation, and we are urging people also anything we can do to help for us to put some more transmitters down back home, so that many people in the villages, especially in the villages, can really hear exactly what's going on and protect themselves. We also urge people to be vigilant, to have a third eye, and to protect especially the women and children back home, and also the people who don't have all the means, to protect themselves. We are moving very well. It looks like it's slow, but it's gonna come. So I thank all people and thank all the listeners, for joining us this Sunday. Thank you very much, all the members of BRM and RBI. May God bless you for signing out. This is Los Angeles. Iken Nwanane from Los Angeles.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Iken Nwanane. Of course, we are very, very grateful to all your support. And we come to our dear brother, Ichedike Chinamata. Chinamata, go ahead and take your microphone. I do not know who is the last person standing. Go ahead and make your concluding statement. If you have not spoken, please, yes, go ahead and make your own remark. Go ahead, because I can't see the name of somebody on our platform. Yes, Chinamata, if it's not you, then it must be some other person. I don't know. Go ahead. Okay. It looks like
Mazian Emena, I don't know if you're calling me or if you're
yes, I'm calling you. Yes, it's you. Go ahead. Ichedike, go ahead. Make your
my brother Emena and my co-panelist. I've taken my hat off for you, and you know that already. But it is worthy of mention that Ifeoma is a formidable Biafran. I welcome her tone, her voice. I can only appreciate God Almighty for giving us you. Because Ifeoma, I saw you know you, but or these means good. If it is good, if it is ma. Because my dear sister, we appreciate you. The thing is this. We have been saying this in this forum over and over and over. But let us just have a little conversation here and do a little punditry and ask ourselves certain questions. We know that Hausa people, majority of Nigerians will tell you that these are peaceful people. But one question we are asking today, which every Nigerian should ask. If we know that Fulanese came to Nigeria in the late 19th century, How come there is no single emir of Hausa extraction? How come? How come all the governors of northern states? How come all the emirs of northern states? How come all these foundling states of Nigeria, Nigerian North, are governed by Fulani? Ndị be anyị na-ekwu okwu si na akpụ si gbaa nwata ọmala akọ. Ndị Igbo, have you learned? Biafrans, have you learned? I can understand Nnamdi Azikiwe's mission. When Mbonu Ejike was telling him, warning him about this unholy matrimony and alliance with northern Nigeria, Fulani, Zik ignored all that. Waited and waited and waited and waited for independence of his own people. Now, can anyone tell me, now Igbo today, if Zik is remembered, will I be boasting or will I be maybe slanting the scale if I say that Michael Opara and Sam Mbakwe are very, 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 very much in our hearts? How about Akanibian? How about Ikemba Chukwemeko Dumego Juku himself? Ezigbo Buruburu. Can we say we cannot, we don't love him? How about Chinua Achebe? We have prominent men and women who have actually proven to us that we mattered in history, that we mattered in time, that we were actually able to say, yes, we are a people that could be recognized. So we went ahead. Zik pushed us into this alliance with Hausa Fulani, and the Fulani's mindset is different from every other mindset that God has created, simply because when they come to your house, they will thank the Lord. If they like what they see, they will praise Allah and tell Allah, thank you so much for giving me what this man has, because if you didn't want me to possess it, you would not have made me to come here. You would not have given me strength enough to come here. And then I'm here, my friend, I'm going to wait for you to go to bed. And when you go to bed, I'm going to come in the middle of the night. I'm going to slaughter you and I'm going to seize what you got. That is Fulani 101. If you understand that, the elementary version, the common man version of Fulani, then you will be able to understand what is going on in Nigeria. Now you have the Emir of Sokoto, you have the Emir of Kaduna, you have the Emir of Daura, and all these so-called Emirs having all these midnight meetings and midnight lanterns, because there is no electricity, no generation, no nothing, no cell phone even allowed. And then they have a meeting. You will never hear it, never hear a sound of it outside the wall. You will never hear nothing. And they make a decision how they are going to take over Nigeria. And they will come back and tell you, we condemn terrorism. We don't like terrorism. We don't like people. And then already they have passed a law and passed a decree allowing their people to go on and amass Gaddafi's weapon and hand it to their people and say, go into the towns and villages of every nook and cranny of Biafra land and occupy the bushes, because we are going to conquer the people. And Nigerians, especially the Igbos and the Biafrans, are actually singing, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Let us do this thing together. Let us just join hands. Let us build one nation, indivisible, under God, with one voice and one. I say, how long will something happen to you for you to learn? Ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo na-eyuzu inu a na-atụ na akpụsi gbaa nwata ọmala akọ, ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo na-elota inu a na-atụlụfa, that na onye ife ọcha melụ na-agụ ife ọzọ ịgbaba ọsọ, ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo na-elota ilu nnafa na-atụlụfa all this while, There's no single reason why we should find ourselves in this quagmire. That you are smart doesn't mean that you make money. Yes, it's part of it. You will be surviving financially, but you are smart and intelligent means that you will be able to discern problems and danger ahead of time, and you will be able to find a way to even extricate yourself when you find yourself in that midst of problem. That is why Radio Biafra International and the BRM, we are saying that time, Lugo, it is time now to decouple the contraction called Nigeria. We are not interested in one Nigeria. We are not interested in restructuring. We are only for one thing. Biafra, leave us the heck alone. We have tried this, it doesn't work. We have registered our protest and the world turned against us and basically turned their back on us, and we paid with 3.5 million of our lives. And it is how now, here we go again. We don't want war, we don't want war, but they are encircling us. They are bringing the war to us, and we are not going to sit idle until we are massacred or maybe intimidated into actually agreeing either by default or by obvious means and saying, yes, we have a mayor of Enugu, we have a mayor of Aba, we have a mayor of Onitsha. Now think about it. We have Obi of Onitsha. Obi of Onitsha, when you're having all these nocturnal meetings with Fulanese and the British government, think about this, that after you, there might never be another Obi again in Onitsha. Maybe it will be replaced by Emir. And then we are going to have Solomon Emir Kadango Abubakar I, because he might be an Igbo extraction that has converted to Muslim before they really tell him, you know, you are not a true Fulani, therefore step out of the way. It is us who are going to be the rightful Emir. Go on and ask questions. What happened to some states in Nigeria, especially Loring and Kwara State? Ask questions. And our people are not seeing what is happening. So we made a mention about the Constitution, and our people are not saying anything. And we are looking at Buhari making and carrying out the agenda of these people. And we are saying, no, it's not going to be true. We don't want war. We just don't want anything. And our women cannot go to farm. Our men cannot even go to farm. Our women are being raped. And we are saying, no problem. Our people are being killed in the streets of our land. And we are saying, that's okay. We can take it. Igbo people have paid a heavy price. Biafrans have paid a heavy price. There is nowhere, no nook and cranny of Nigeria where blood of Biafrans has not been spilled. We had enough. If we are going to unite, we should all unite in mentioning that word Biafra or nothing else. We are not going to be Biafran and then try to be Nigeria on the same time. We are going to be Biafra and we can unite. That's one thing that should unite everyone. We want Biafra, and that's the end of it. I don't know how many, I don't know the population of Denmark, or maybe the population of even France, or population of all these other tiny European countries, that 80 million people cannot be a country of their own. Simply because a white man has said so, and simply because Fulani have insisted it must be so. So my brother and Emene, we have a room to cooperate. We have a room to unite. But we cannot be talking about Biafra, and some people are talking about Nigeria, and some people are talking about Igbo president, others are talking about restructuring, and everybody is mission is like we don't know what we want. We know what we want. We know what we want in this forum. We have said it in 1967. We have told the world what we wanted. Where we stood in 1967, that is where we stood today, no matter what happened. Whether we get it now or tomorrow or whenever it is, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, I know, if God willing, that the children of the time will stay the man Biafra. Thank you again, my brother and Emene. So Manasio bad draw. So we are people, they are going to, who no go know. When Fulani start killing us, then we let us find out what they are going to do. Thanks again, my brother Nemena. And may God continue to bless Biafrans.
Oh yeah, why, Mr. Friday, hey, equity, yeah, boy. What we need is freedom. Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down. Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down.
I wake up in the morning to see people falling. I wake up in the morning to see army shooting. What are they shooting? And who is running? All of the soldiers that we might live. Come to Abia, there is bloodshed. The blood of the innocent are calling for the dead. Come to Abia, there is bloodshed. All of the soldiers that we might live. Come to Abia, there is bloodshed. Innocent souls are calling for revenge. Though we raise our flag, they shoot us down. Biafra, we stand and nothing more. But they are shooting, and we are dying. And we are marching out today in thousands. Though we speak out loud, they shoot us down. Biafra, we stand and nothing more.
Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down. Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down. Many things where they happen for Nigeria. Many things where they happen, I don't like them. Every day shooting and killing my brother. People dying like flies, it no good oh. I. Oh no, it no good oh. Killing innocent people, people fighting for the right, it no good oh. Our state is on fire now. All we need is our freedom. Baba God in the sky, I they call you. All the people of the east, I they hear you. Make we keep them on the move, we go make them. God helping us, all we go make them. Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down. Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down. Agitation is all that we do. Total freedom, now waiting we want. Talk your God, no, na peaceful contest. If you kill low, you don't send me down.
Waiting we want on a total freedom. Waiting we need on a total freedom. Waiting we want on a total freedom. Oluwa oh, a total freedom.
You don't send me down. You don't send me down. You don't send me down. If you kill low, you don't send me down.
This makes it simple.
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Yes, of course, this is your radio station, Radio Biafra International. Of course, we're live and we're coming to the end of today's program, 9th of August 2020. And we thank you for joining us. We want to say to you, next weekend is another time, another day. We will be, of course, looking at those things that, yes, affect our people. And it's always Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. And so I thank you. I want to say, may God bless you, continue to be with you in all the good things you're doing as you, yes, do that you will be proud of, and we equally will be proud of you. Thank you, and remain your very good self. We'll be rounding off at this moment. Stay with us and always tune to Radio Biafra International, your power station. We're here to stay. I will say to you, bye-bye.
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people, you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Radio Biafra is proud to launch its new mobile app. This app makes it easier for listeners to access live and repeat broadcasts at any given time. The app is available on Android and Apple stores and is free to install, so just search for Radio Biafra into all one word to get the app on your device.
Radio Biafra International broadcasts are always anchored on well-researched information and not based on personalities, frivolities, and foul languages. The main objective of Radio Biafra International is to empower Biafrans and give them knowledge through professionally delivered information, education, and enlightenment towards the ultimate goal of restoration of the nation of Biafra.
So don't forget, Radio Biafra into all one word.
And join us during our podcasts, and you'll be glad you did.
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.